I didn't expect them to control the price for that long, and I missed so many other opportunities. But yeah, like right now, man, it's TitanX. It's man. Hey Jake, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, you were talking about some of the marketing stuff with actually spamming comments on Twitter. That's hardcore like hustle outreach. That shit works wonders. That's genius. I like that.
Thank you, man. Yeah, like the meme, like it's like if you watch the video, like it's in your face. That meme, that major crypto gem alert. Like if you post that in a comment, man, like you can't miss it, right? And you
I saw it. Yeah.
Like you lay out the 10 facts right there, like audible code. I hired somebody to do it. It took me a lot of brainstorming. I used AI actually. I had AI to literally basically scan like all the white papers and all of your Twitter and everything. And I told them like come up with like the 10 top sales pitch, right? So it's the AI that gave me like a list of 50, and I picked the best ones, brainstorming. I put it all in a meme. I hired somebody to create the meme. And then basically, yeah. So like it's very visual, right? Like you can't. It's not like a comment. It's in your face. So I'm posting that on the top of literally every top Twitter account that there is. Like, and if it's a huge account, like I said, I'm getting them to comment like their top 3, 4, 5 posts. And I just like I really think like at 2 pennies per pop, 2 pennies per meme on all the, like. Anyways, if you watch the video, man, like if we can do something, buddy, like I'd like to fucking ramp it up like a retard, like because I know. Like, anyways, I hope we can do something.
I love it, man. I love your energy, Jay. I love it.
I'm just begging for us to go all tilt with that. I got the team on Upwork, man. I don't mind showing the receipts to a person or two. Not financial advice, no guarantees, whatever. But I've been working with Upwork for a long time, man. The freelancers are solid, man. They need the money. They're hard workers, monitoring their time. Like no money's being wasted, man. Like not a penny's being wasted. And but yeah, I can hire 50 people tomorrow. Like they're begging me. Like I had them at 90 hours. They're begging for more hours. I gave them 110 hours, but I'm going to see in the timesheets to make sure they're working. And there's a picture of every single minute they worked, and they're nonstop. Like literally 15 hours per day. I'm like, holy shit, man.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, and I can hire 50 more people tomorrow. But if you watch the video, it explains everything, like how, like what they're searching, and just if you watch the video, man, like we're hitting every fucking crypto account, everyone.
That stuff works because I remember back in the startup days, I used to hire Philippine teams. I like onlinejobs.ph, and then nice. You post a job there, and then you basically force them to record a Loom video of 1 minute explaining kind of about themselves and doing an intro. You vet them, and then like with the screenshotting that you're talking about, we use the screenshot monitor. Yeah. These people work hard, and it's great income in their country.
Yeah. And it's called, they're not wasting 1 penny. I hired a team before, man. Like, and they're like, we have 5 more people that we can onboard. I can get 50 people tomorrow, man. And within like, man. But I'm basically taking like the 50, like I'm basically giving them like the 200 top crypto keywords to search on Twitter. And then they hit every profile. And then as soon as they get to like 3,000, like they get the profiles that only have like 2,000 followers or 2,000 followers, then they stop and then they go to the next one. And then just fucking like that. But I also gave them a list. I used AI to give me the list of the top 250 crypto profiles in general, like the top guys. And then I'm getting them to hit them too, nice. Right? And a personal message as well. Been doing that for 2.5 weeks now. We saw the price go up after I did that. I'm not saying it's only that, man, but it had to do an effect. Like we did this like 200,000 times so far right now. But anyways, like sorry, I'll stop rambling. But I'm really glad that you guys are thinking that this is good, because I've been just like,
yes,
I'm like, man, I'm fucking hoping that the community, like I'm really happy that you guys are agreeing that this is good. Like I'm really excited because I was like so much anticipation. I was like, man, I just want them to like think that like to see the potential here, and the fact that you guys
that's the thing. This number, like this actually works. Like this is marketing that actually works, because usually in crypto the marketing is you pay some kind of KOL, you pay some a bunch of money, you get them to tweet, they dump on the community, they disappear after you run ads in the real world. How the fuck is anybody gonna know about crypto in the real world? They probably don't even have a MetaMask. They can't connect on the street. Like, it doesn't work at all. Ads work on Twitter. Like for the launch of TitanX, there were ads. This is kind of like a legal gray area, because if a project founder pays people to do marketing, it kind of becomes a security. But then I remember Plan A talking about this idea of a marketing wallet. For this type of stuff, yes.
Oh man,
But for like general ads, hell no. But this, like grassroots guerrilla growth hack marketing, fuck yeah, I like it.
You're making my day, man. Because I heard you say, like, in general, a marketing wallet is not great, and I agree. But I was hoping that you'd see, like, for something like this, yes, I have to be careful also what I'm saying too. Like, that's why I was very hesitant.
Yes.
Like, how do I word it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no guarantees. Like,
Yeah.
At first I didn't want to show my face, right? But I was like, fuck, I got no choice because I have to be careful too, right? But in the video,
this is very because like in securities laws, there's a sufficient decentralization, and part of that is also the marketing. If the majority of the marketing comes from a decentralized community and decentralized community effort, that's a massive like protection angle. So I like seeing that type of stuff. That's good.
Yeah,
I don't think it's an issue at all.
Hey, Jake, the reason why
community unity.
Mm-hmm.
But Jake, man, I'm so happy that you're friggin' saying that this is good and this is okay, man. Because I was concerned. I was like, I agree with him in the marketing, but I think this one though, I think this is okay. This is the cost effectiveness is there. Man, I'm so happy. I feel so blessed right now.
Making connections.
What, you were gonna say something?
Sorry.
Yeah, Jake, what you were saying before, that it matters when it comes as DeFi by the community, not the founder. So when I was in the Richard Hart court case in April, right? And when I seen the SEC go at it with his lawyers, I was there in person, right? That's one of the questions it was that, the judge was asking, right? Like, who's doing the marketing? Where is it coming from? How is it working? Is it organic? Is it this? Is that? And that's something they did bring up. They do pay attention to these things, guys, right? Like, so that's why I went in person to see exactly what it is. Because, I am an influencer, right? I do like to promote things. I do like to market things, and they do watch these things. So when it does come from organic and from the person themselves and the way it is, it does matter. Every little detail matters. So, Jay, what you doing?
One of the only ones there. Right?
I was the only one there. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's hardcore.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
I expected people like over 100, 200 people was like, "Yeah, I'm going," and I was like, that meme where John Tavosa is like this? I was like, "Where is everybody?" That's how I felt. But hey, man, like end of the day, it was important, So yeah, it matters.
Hey, Kevin, I mean, let's Jake, can I shoot to Kevin because I want to give him a second to talk about what he's excited about.
Hey, Kevin was a crypto noob when he came into the mastermind. Dude's growing up a lot. God damn. It's awesome.
Yeah, Jake, I remember you being like, you're not going to understand a word that we're saying. And that's what it was like. It was like Chinese to me at first. And I would just listen to these calls over and over and over. Even now when I go to my favorite park just around the corner, I go there and it's like I'm there a year ago and I just hear y'all talking in my brain. And it's good stuff. And then Steve was always the wisdom man too, right? Everyone was always like, what has Steve got for us? What's his plan? Where he's going at with it? So I definitely grown up a lot in the space and pumped to be here, pumped to be contributing with the skills that I got. Yeah, totally. And also keep hearing Eric in the back of the mind, how he's, always encouraging us to be on the socials, be on the streams, be promoting. That's why, I created this viral share system with the idea of getting a lot of engagement on X, because, if we get people coming in and they're liking, the top 20 profiles in the community, and then they start seeing all those green circles. It's that sticky point, right? It's that seeing that same message over and over and over that gets people to take action. So, yeah.
The green circles are amazing.
Oh yeah, the green circles are king. That's amazing marketing because it's passive. I love it.
Yeah.
So the thing that Marco was saying is I spent a lot of time thinking about legal attack angles, which is why TitanX and Build on TitanX was designed the way it was. Because Build on TitanX, for example, could have been done way differently, where all of the building came from us. Everybody looked up to us. Well, us, basically me. Everybody looked up to me to build stuff and expect future work. But here, 95% of the building happens from the community. It's as grassroots as it gets. So there's no future expectation of work from a founder. It's sufficiently decentralized. Sufficiently decentralized is a big word. And then the other part with TitanX is every user, so crypto is actually very, very legally sound. So it's, for example, the way Uniswap works is it's users trading amongst each other. It's person A trading with person B. It's not them trading with a company. It's not a company giving them coins. It's a decentralized pool existing on the blockchain. There's not a centralized company or intermediary that they rely on to trade their coins. The liquidity is locked by a smart contract, so it's not like some central company owns the liquidity or manages the liquidity. So that's also sufficiently decentralized. And then TitanX, every single coin that was minted, except for the initial locked liquidity and the smart contract, was minted by a user with their own private keys. Nobody gave them the coins. There was no pre-sale, no ICO, no sacrifice, no illegal stuff going on. It's basically the same as how Bitcoin started, but on the Ethereum chain and with better tokenomics. So TitanX is very, very strong from a legal standpoint because it's as fair as you can get. The users do all the work. It's officially decentralized. All the marketing comes from the community. I spent a lot of time thinking about that. If you guys have any other tips, feel free to share them. But TitanX is pretty strong, especially built on TitanX, that it all comes from the community. That's amazing. That's exactly what you want.
Do you remember how scared everyone was in the beginning and every fucking FUD angle they have? And now every FUD angle is like literally like, you know, our selling points. Oh, the buy and burn? You're worried about that? Okay.
I know for the buy and burn is now a secondary thing. I love that. Because everybody's now, okay, if you take the buy and burn away from TitanX, it's still a perfectly valid protocol. Like it doesn't even matter at this point. It's just an extra backup airbag that just kind of exists. It's awesome.
Do you think we're already at the point where the V1 technically doesn't even matter? Or do you think
It doesn't
we're
matter,
rapidly
but
approaching
it is a massive, massive backstop on the ecosystem. If all goes to shit, the V1 is there.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah,
and we don't even need it.
No, what I love about the past 2 months, most of the buys has literally been just organic, right? And in the beginning, the first like 6 to 8 months of TitanX, everybody, all you talked about was the buy and burn. What can you adjust it? Can you hire it? Can you do this? Can you do that? When are you going to use this? When are you going to use that? You look at almost every post, every video, everything that's out there today. Nobody talks about the buy and burns anymore like that, right? Like we use it as an icing on the cake, as a last like end of the conversation, you know, not the beginning of the conversation, right? That's what's beautiful. That's how you know the mindset of the community has shifted, it matured, right? Because there's no more talking about that. It's more about protocol, strategies, how we do this, how we you know capitalize on this. No more, oh, can we get the buy and burn? Can it be used? Stuff like that. So that's when you know we're on the next stage of where we're going. So, you know, kudos to the community for educating and giving it time to mature, you know?
It's so awesome seeing this community, man, because I was watching a stream, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Just 9 people on, everybody in the comments, they're enjoying themselves. People are showing their face, which almost never happens in crypto. I love it.
You got 9 faces.
Thank you for that.
You have a crypto screen with 9 faces on it.
All right. That's what organizes all of this.
You built it to be like that, man. The way you created it, there's no choice. It's such a fair. Everything's so fair.
What we've got planned, the event we've got planned for the first anniversary. Woo! It's gonna be good. If you think this is good, it's gonna be exciting.
I think I have an idea because you told me a little bit.
Yeah. Probably going to need a little bit of help from a few more people to get everybody on board and get everybody's contact details. But yeah, it's going to be cool, man. It's going to be so good.
Well, you know,
Jay, while I've got you, before anyone goes, the question everyone wants to know is, how is Hydra doing?
Good. Hail done. You always done. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. The Hail Hydra thing.
I'm running with it. I don't care. You don't have to embrace it. I'll do it. I did that the other day where I was like, da da da, Hail Hydra, da da da, Hail Hydra, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sinister as fuck, but fuck it.
Yeah, dev is done, UI is done, everything's done. We're working through some initial liquidity parameters, but other than that, we're done. It's very, very close. Very close.
So 2 weeks.
Yeah, and audit is also. It's rounding up. Like tomorrow is done, the first audit. And there's no big issues. There's no critical issues whatsoever. Because the code is practically 90% 5 times audited. Because Hyper was based on the TitanX code. Hydra is based on the Hyper code. In total, that's been audited 5 times. And now we're doing an extra audit on it. Most of the function differences are just removals. Like we removed all the bonuses. Because we want Hydra to be an extremely cost basis heavy protocol, so it can become a massive black hole. So no free bonuses, so there's a bunch of things we removed. No H rank bonuses, no early adopter bonuses, no burn amplifier bonuses. That's basically it. So everything's based on cost basis, and it's a compounding protocol within the TitanX ecosystem. That could be a massive burner for TitanX.
You also said, like, I don't know if you said it, but no Genesis wallet, correct?
Correct. Also no Genesis wallet.
Bro.
I think that's the most beautiful thing, man. Most beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's not coming from the community builder. So I don't want this to be an example. Like all the community builders have a Genesis wallet. You guys deserve to get paid for your work.
Of course.
How many unique positions? So I'm like, okay, give it to the community this time. You know, no Genesis.
Winners can be altruistic. Poor people, not so much.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the Blaze team did that with Inferno, right? Where there's like no team anything. Yeah. So
no
that's
founder,
beautiful. That doesn't, like Jake said, right? If you're a builder, you're gonna build. Get a piece of the pie. You guys deserve it. Build on commission, right? If you feel like you and your team done phenomenal, you did a couple of projects, and you want to do what these two gentlemen did, so be it. That's up to you. But get paid. Make sure you get it, because nobody's doing sacrifices. Nobody's doing that garbage. You guys are doing what you guys deserve. So good job.
Hey, how psyched were you for that stream? Where were we at? Past 10,000 views on that for the white paper reveal?
That's crazy, yeah, because it was streamed to Eric's channel, my Twitter, Eric's Twitter. And that's it. I think in total it has over 12,000 views now, which is insane, because the biggest channel in crypto is Crypto Banter, and on average they get 22,000 views a video. And we're such a small community.
There were other streams, and there was other streams going on at the time, and other spaces going on at the time, and people kind of told me, and they were like, "Hey, this is happening," and there's 15 people in there. I was like, "What?" Like they're only pulling 15. We're pulling 4,000, 5,000 right now live.
Crazy, right?
That's wild, man. That's absolutely wild. I can't even imagine how excited you are. Have you also noticed the increase in all the blue check marks and how much doxing has been going on in the community? I mean, we see obviously on the stream, but I felt like in the last couple of months, just this massive influx of blue check marks, where all of a sudden someone follows me and they have a green circle, they got a blue check mark, and I wasn't following them. And I'm like, what? Is that new? He's like, I just got the blue check mark. I'm like, bro, fucking follow.
Hey,
you got it.
Mo, but when it comes to the live streams, you've never done live streams before. I was watching a live stream from Monday. I was like, this is good. Like, your live streaming ability is actually great. You're better than like 90% of live streamers that I watch.
Eating ice cream and smacking for the first 10 minutes. My friend sent me a thing. Is like, can you never eat ever again on stream? I was like, I was happy, man. I want some fucking ice cream. I don't know.
But that was funny as hell, because somebody commented on it, and they were like, yeah, I was watching the live stream in my car and listening to it, and I thought my audio was wrong because I hear somebody eating, and I was like, yeah, long story.
Yeah, I won't do that again. My bad. Maybe I'll have a milkshake.
All right, let's go on to some other people. I don't want to steal the whole spotlight.
Let's start a Mike Dean face reveal campaign as well. Let's see
Make
it,
Mike Dean retire. Wasn't that the hashtag campaign we need to start?
That's so
hey,
funny.
he docks his shoes. We're getting there.
You saw that, right? At the gym, right?
That's how you know it's getting real.
Yeah.
And his dumbbells.
Next up, we get the knees, and then we'll get the hips, and then all of a sudden we'll see a nose, and then maybe we'll get there.
He's in the chat there. He just said hello. He's in the chat there. Yeah. He said hello a few seconds ago.
It's going to be a belt and then one button at a time. One button per cream candle.
No.
Oh my god. So, I remember a long time being in a community that all they talked about was this thing called moon parties. And I never really saw one, but I feel like I'm in a community right now that could definitely do a legitimate moon party. How long do you think it would take for us to be able to do a moon party?
Are we going to the moon, Mo?
I think we're going to the moon.
We're going to the moon.
No, we're already there. We're already on the moon up here.
Next stop.
We've already lifted off. There's lots of ships. So if you haven't lifted off yet, you have time to get on board our ecosystem and get onto the moon with us. But yeah, my ship, we already lifted off a while ago, man. I'm going.
I mean, it is pretty crazy because, like on your stream, you were sharing charts. The build on TitanX ecosystem projects have been performing amazing. Like, I think in our ecosystem alone, we've had 4 or 5 charts do 100x off the bottom. What the hell?
Yeah, like it's the amount of trust from like 6,000%, 5,000%, 4,000%. I'm just dying laughing. Like it's so insane. Oh my god,
It's insane. But that, I also get a lot of questions on Twitter when it comes to why are other projects built on top of TitanX outperforming TitanX, and that's the design of it. Because TitanX is the base currency, it's the safest, has the highest liquidity, has the most audits, has the most users. Because growth comes from user growth. So if you go from 10,000 users to 100,000 users, that's 100x in price, Metcalfe's law. Because it's 10x increase. Yeah, I think that's how it works. But a lot of these built on TitanX projects, they start with 50. They start with 50 users, 70 users, 100 users, 300 users. So it's way, way, way easier to grow. And I also like talking about them because they're not my project, so I can talk about them as a community member.
Oh,
I don't need to do the legal disclaimers.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an amazing point. That's great. So what's I don't know, what's the neatest thing where you were like, wow, I didn't see that coming. Maybe I didn't look too much into it, but like that's impressive as hell. What was one that surprised you? And I know it's all of them, but just pick one of them.
One, I'll do general because I don't want to single out projects.
Fair enough.
There's a general theme I've been seeing about people building cap supply tokens and then building stuff on top of it that burns the cap supply token. So we're getting these like subsystems that are hyper deflationary. I love that because look at what DragonX did. So at one point, DragonX had a higher market cap, less liquidity, but higher market cap than TitanX. I mean, there's nothing that says that TitanX has to be the highest market cap. There's no rule in the book, whatever, that says that. If something is cap supply hyper deflationary, it should go up against even a little bit deflationary coin. Because a hyper deflationary thing with it paired with a inflationary thing over time, the price goes up. Because look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, a lot of the price performance from Bitcoin came from the US dollar inflating because it's paired with the US dollar. So Bitcoin gets a lot of its price performance just with USD losing its purchasing power. You're seeing the same in the TitanX ecosystem. And even the next miner wave in TitanX, it's not going to be a big deal at all. I posted this in the comments. It's I like looking at the miner supply coming out compared to total supply in existence. And now we went from like 0 to 1,000,000% inflation, but then the next miner wave might only be like 5-6% of the total supply. That's nothing. That's less inflation than most crypto projects out there. Like most crypto projects inflate at like 5, 10, 15%. Solana inflates at $50 million a day. And it's doing just fine.
And with that inflation, it's bringing ETH into the ecosystem. So it's not just like dead inflation. Like it's funding, all these built on TitanX protocols as well. And, keeping that flywheel moving.
100%. And yeah, I mean, like, I think we're going to be thankful for that supply, honestly. I mean, we have so many black holes in this ecosystem, to have more supply coming onto the market, to get involved with projects and, just to keep the flywheel moving. I think it's going to be crucial. And, like you said, dude, like having that ETH coming in on the back end of it is just like, it's going to be a good setup. I'm ready. Or maybe I'm not.
Dude, nobody's ready. I'm telling you, nobody's ready.
I mean, this might be an interesting like kind of mental model for people to follow. Because personally, I'm in a lot of the build on TitanX projects. And like, for example, I can't single out projects because people are going to hate me. But with the tokens I hold within the TitanX ecosystem, I can swap them for TitanX at any point. So all the positions I have in the build on TitanX ecosystem, personal, I look at that as TitanX.
Yep.
Because I know, like, for example, I'll use DragonX because it's the biggest one. If you have 1 billion DragonX, yes, you have 1 billion DragonX, but that's a 10 billion TitanX position if it's a 1-to-10 ratio. So by holding DragonX, you're actually holding TitanX. So I'm looking at all these projects like that. So it's not really like you're letting go of your TitanX. You're putting it in a leverage play where you can't get liquidated, which is the best form of crypto by far.
Marco's awesome about talking about leverages.
I try to tell people, like, forget about price, especially for WoW guys, right? Because price is irrelevant when we're so early. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. What's important is the ratio trading, right? It's how much can you get for this token and how much TitanX can you get. Like I remember one of my conversations with Jake in the beginning when Hyper came out, right? And he asked me, what you're doing with it? And I was like, well, I just watched the ratio, right? Because in the beginning, at one point, you could have got 80 TitanX for one Hyper. You know, you could have got 60 TitanX for one Hyper, you know? So it's like, how much can you get for one and end up with how many TitanX at the end of it, right? So that's my game, right? Is where can I go to get the best ratio long term, you know? And then when the time comes, how can I get back into TitanX with the most amount as possible, with the least resistance, right? So guys, ignore prices because prices are irrelevant. We're gonna go higher, not financial advice, right? But we're gonna go higher than we are now, right? Because you have a whole bunch of buy and burns that are not activated, or you have a whole bunch of them that's barely on. You know, nobody knows us out there still. You know, like we're gonna go higher, right? Now, financial advice. It's at the end of the day, where you at, where you can get the best ratio when that happens. That's my game. So,
words of wisdom.
100%. I'm stoked that like I'm starting to like onboard friends of mine because you know our green candles are now so impressive that you know even the dumbest guys are like, dude, I want to wait. Okay, what's this TitanX thing you're talking about? How many X's have you done? How many X's you do in Dragon X? So I'm onboarding a couple of my friends, and every time I onboard them, it's a local top. And then within a couple of days, though, it's not. I mean, like we have this local top phenomenon going on where, I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and buy the top and feel sorry for yourself. And 3-4 days later, maybe a week later, you're like, yeah, I was smart. I bought way lower than right now.
yeah, and then not only that, like think about one thing too, right? Think about the people who they don't make mints now, right? But think about the people who do make mints now, right? And people are like, oh, they're crazy for making mints now. Well, think about it. In day 280, they're gonna be envied because when people get the supply shock of, oh my god, I don't have any mints a year from now or 280 days from now, those people are gonna be able to play with more protocols that we don't even know exist right now. Think about that, right? We could have 30 more, right? We could have 30 more protocols coming out. We could have some major protocol that makes everything we have. I love everything we have right now. Make it look like candies, right? Like child's play, right? And you're gonna need TitanX to play with that, and you're not gonna have any. So I tell my onboards, let's say they come out with, let's say hypothetical number, let's say with $2,000, right? Well, 1,000 go buy TitanX. The other 1,000 make some mints, right? You'll thank yourself later. So that's how I do it.
That's generally good advice around like minus 10% mining ROI. Because if you get the next miner wave, your T rank bonuses might just negate that to 0, and then you're in a good position. But I think at around 30%, it is way more cost effective to just get them from the liquidity pool. Not financial advice, could all nuke to 0. We're lucky if this works. Yeah, I think a good rule of thumb is like minus 10% ROI. You can start playing that game. Now I can't say it. But yeah, that's the general rule to follow.
Hey, okay. Contrarian investing definitely has a place. I will say that.
Oh yeah.
And my favorite part about contrarian investing in sort of game theory mechanics is if everyone loads up into one area, there is a very bright shining opportunity somewhere else. And the really smart people see the trend analysis of that shift and they make that move before the shift fully happens. And that's why we're getting to the point now where like, I don't care what you're into when it comes to stats and numbers and all, there's something in here for everybody. Like it's legit. There's so many different, like Marco's literally a king at ratio trading. Do you know how many people are in this that don't know anything about ratio trading?
Yeah.
And hey man, that's totally cool. A lot of people are super sick in liquidity and doing LP and all that. I mean, like there's just so many damn things. This is amazing. And where are we going to be in 3 months?
Like shout out to anybody that's new in the chat. If you're trying to figure all this out, there is a guy in the chat named Mike Dean. He has phenomenal videos. Has every introduction to all the protocols out here, especially with Jake. And he has an introduction if you want to learn how to LP, where if you do want to come in or exit out or switch to another token, because you're trying to do ratios, he does have an LP type of video that's phenomenal to the T. So shout out to Mike. Visit his channel, visit his videos, because it will help you expedite your experience tenfold, guys.
He's about to do a little seminar of LP providing as well. Just FYI on for the TitanX Hub premium users.
Yeah.
For the premium users, this is a good time to let people know that they can go to Mike Dean's TitanX Hub and go to the premium version. And with that, you will get the analytics that we found in the early days of TitanX, but for more protocols. So if you are a stats guru, if you need more information, if you just need more, you want to find out, you want to dig and go into all the rabbit holes of the TitanX protocols, that is a very, very good place to go. I don't know if there's any better place to find TitanX information. And there are codes floating around there for discounts. I will say that.
I just
it's a tiny investment for the value that you get out of it, for sure.
I mean, hey, that's a good point. Where were you? I should say, how much better was your game once Mike Dean's Dune Analytics dashboard came out? Do you remember where it was in the first couple days and how just operating in the blind you were? And then that information came out and you're like, hold on, pump the brakes on my strategy. Wait a minute, what's going on now?
That's why
I remember that.
That's why I say it had I think it had a huge impact on the success of TitanX, because now we had all the data right there, man. Like that was like Mike Dean to doing analytics. Like that's crucial to TitanX, man. Like shit. Like,
man.
Data, you can see when it's coming out, when it's going down. You're like, shit, man. The data doesn't lie, man. Like we're going hyper deflationary. Like, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, the TitanX community is getting really smart at a lot of stuff. And on that point on education, Cryptographics is doing a TitanX mastermind starting this week. I mean, it's a paid one, but it's worth maybe go and check that out, because I think it's just for 33 people. So, but I'm going to join. But yeah, go and check that out, because
every resource that's out there is. I mean, hey, all the more. I mean, there weren't any. I didn't get in the mastermind class in the beginning. I didn't know about any of this stuff. I would have definitely have. Put it this way: if somebody had pitched me a mastermind class on like liquidity in the first couple of weeks of TitanX, damn, I would have done a lot better. I'm just saying, I didn't know that stuff back then. So now we're at the point where, I mean,
I'll be right back.
There's somebody. All right, awesome, man. There's somebody for everyone. I mean, I think TEDx is now starting up a TitanX lounge. And that's going to be a nice resource for people to come to just in a very chill format, learn at the lowest levels, what is TitanX and how do I get in and where do I go without necessarily feeling the pressure of being in a paid mentorship program or something like that. So yeah, it's amazing. There's something for everybody.
Can I ask your opinion, Jake, on something? If you don't feel comfortable, say it. Just say can't say it, whatever. But when I watched Mike Dean's video on liquidity today, being a liquidity provider and using it as an exit, so you don't affect the price. So I was like, holy shit, man! When assuming the bags are really big, somebody does a big sell, 15% down, 2 weeks later, 15% down. If everybody starts using that exit, shit, is that not 1,000% difference at the end of the night, at the end of 8 months, because everybody's exiting without pushing the price? But my other point though is I'm thinking not really, because I'm thinking it doesn't drop the price, but it still prevents it from going up, right? Because you have a limit order technically there. So it's kind of it helps you, but it's because you don't get burnt, but you still have a limit order there that's going to be people have to buy more and more and more to get through that wall.
Yes, it slows it down for sure. Sorry, Jake, that's for you. I was talking like it was
nobody.
You're off in space. Yeah, with liquidity positions, if you're a big player, you can definitely hinder the chart. But if it's 30K, markets operate in millions. 30K won't damage. Because for example, if you want to at some point exit, let's just make this general crypto a 300K position. You can just say, okay, between this time period and this time period, I'm exiting. Let's say over a period of 8 weeks. And then you do 30K liquidity positions at a time, so you don't hinder the price. And you DCA out through liquidity. You can also just sell on market. It kind of depends on where the market is at. Because if it's going into a next adoption curve, liquidity positions are great. If is just kind of going sideways, you can slowly sell into the volume. Like the way market makers do it, like Wintermute, which is basically just a VC dump machine. They sell 1%. Yeah, 1% of the volume. So for example, if they're selling into 6 hours, if there's $3 million of volume, they're selling 300K over those 6 hours. No, selling 30K over those 6 hours, and then they slowly exit into the price based on the percentage of volume. That works as well. That's like for really big players. Like if you're a smaller player with like 30K, single side liquidity positions are perfectly fine. Like you're not
but
price.
I mean, if somebody's dumping, let's say 600,000, and 2 weeks later you got somebody dumping 1 million, and like, you know, assuming let's say TitanX does a 50x, right? Some people are gonna sell some or whatever, but like if a person's using the liquidity side instead and he's not dumping the price 12%, then you had this other person that had a shitload of bags and he's not exiting dumping the price 15%. Then you've got another person that's exiting without dumping the price 20%. At the end of the 6 months, man, that makes a huge difference, even against yourself.
True.
But then I started brainstorming, like, okay, well, does it make that much difference? Because you're still like, you're exiting without affecting the price, but you still got a sell order there, right? That people need to bust through. Is that correct? Like it prevents the price from going up as well, though, right? It doesn't drop it, but it still prevents the price from going easily. Is that correct? No, but I mean, you still got to get through that wall. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well,
you're not printing red candles. Yeah. That's the important thing. Like you're slowing down the price appreciation, but you're not going to see red on the chart, and that's not going to kill it. Like
that's what I realized after my question is like, yeah, you don't see that. You're not screwing up the chart.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example on the TitanX chart. For example, there was a big whale that exited, I think 150 billion single side around the top. Yeah, that was 750K liquidity position, and I was tracking it, and the price just went through it. So he exited roughly 750K, like 760K after fees, and he didn't damage the chart. In fact, the chart went up. While he was exiting because of the single side liquidity. That was an extremely rare case because that's a big position for the single side liquidity position. But when it comes to like market sentiment, it was kind of timed perfectly. So whoever did that, good job, because he didn't dump the TitanX chart down after that. He seems like a good actor. So there are times to do both. I'm a big fan of like DCAing out over time through liquidity positions.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, thanks, man. No, I watched his video for the first time today. I was like, shit. Okay, this is nice. It's not complicated, man. Like
liquidity is the secret of DeFi. Like seriously, liquidity is king. Like if you understand liquidity, you're like a DeFi master.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, this is my next thing. I gotta master.
Yeah, like
it's a lot of learning.
Yeah, what dudes just said, it matters, right? Because if you had $50,000 or $100,000, you market dump it, right? You understand? You just literally dumped it on the market, right? And then people have to come to decide if they want to buy it or not, right? When you do LP, it literally is matching a seller and a buyer together, and then they exchange that way, while that seller makes fees on top of that anyways, right? So they leave without affecting the candle, and you know, somebody else gets it, they make the fee, and the chart continues to do what it does. Right? So if you just market dump it, you see one gigantic candle, well, gets people who was lining up to buy, they might just run away if they get scared. And next you know, there's another dumper and another dumper, and that's when you get the trifecta effect, where you see just multiple candles going down. So if you are a big player, it's always smart if you can to exit out by doing LP, right? Or if you're an early investor or early person who got, you know, just was early, you want to exit out by LP along the way too, right? Because you get to DCA out at every single pump while earning fees on top of that, while hurting your future bags that you planning to sell.
Yeah.
So it's very important. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big one. It was hurting my own future bags. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and like I was putting more capital in I want more TitanX, and I added liquidity to DCA in. So you do it that way too. Wait for this price to dump and then pull it, and you get.
You've been chasing the price with your liquidity?
Say again.
You've been chasing the price with your liquidity?
No. I wanted to buy more TitanX, so I added liquidity on the sell side, some ETH. So I'm waiting for the price to drop so I can pull the liquidity, and then I would have cheap TitanX.
Doing that in corrections works. Like the danger of like entering through liquidity is if there's massive momentum and user adoption, you'll have to like chase your liquidity position up, and you would have been better off just buying on market. So that's like, if you know what you're doing, for sure.
Yeah.
But it can run away from you.
Yeah.
Bro, you're describing.
Shit.
And think about it. The
You're
worst thing that can
describing how I
happen-
didn't exit once.
Yeah. And what's
Every
worse
time I
is
had,
that
I had to keep pulling it.
if TitanX goes up, right, and while you're waiting for it to come down, and then ETH goes down, you're a reverse position. So think about that too. You know, it is a double whammy that happens to you. So be careful with that.
Once that chart turns on you, and you're chasing that dragon.
Man, I posted this tweet like an hour and a half ago. I was watching some of the deck screener stats, and there was this one dude. He was trading with like 30K. He was trading around the bottom of TitanX. From where he started trading and where the price ended up, it did a 310% on USD, no 320% or whatever on USD, and then 500% against ETH. If he had just done nothing except for just buy when he started to trade and then just hold, he would have had 150K. Instead, he was like buying, selling, add liquidity, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. And at the end of it, instead of 150K, he had 27K. He lost 3K, even though he bought the bottom in theory. And I was like, come on, dude, it's not that hard. Do literally nothing. Like crypto is just making a couple good decisions, sticking to it.
Just fucking hold.
Don't sell too early.
Just hold, man. Come on.
I mean, that's crazy. That just shows you how fucked trading is. Because that guy bought, if he did nothing, he would have 500% of his money. Now he's down 3K.
That's a really good example. I mean, they always warn you that most traders lose money. And then you see that, and you're like,
all of them.
Bro,
I'm
trying to say most.
They've done a study. They've done a study on trader profitability, and the numbers are fucking staggering. Like CoffeeZilla made a video about this. 97% of traders over a 3-year time period lose money, net loss. 97%, and then the 2% that make money make less than McDonald's minimum wage over 2 years. 2 to 3 years.
And then there's Nancy
and then the
Pelosi and Warren Buffett.
Yes, and then the 1% makes money, but usually they don't even outperform holding. So the best of the best don't outperform holding.
Wow. Wow.
Crazy. Look into the CoffeeZilla video.
Fucking good traders.
Wow. I'll say that like adding LP in the TitanX ecosystem, that I think that really reduces your risk of a permanent loss. Like if you're providing LP with TitanX and HLX, if TitanX pumps, so does HLX. So like your LP position still pumps and you're not missing out on the TitanX pump, but you're still earning all the trading fees in between that. So like LPs within the ecosystem, I think are super hot.
I started a Helios miner at the TitanX bottom. I didn't know. I mean, it was like literally the week of the TitanX bottom. I started a miner. It was $70 that I put in there, and it came out almost 10x. Nice. Just because of the bonding on it. Because the TitanX went up, the Helios went up. Yeah. And it was like, holy shit, is that right? And I had to go back in the Ether scan and be like, I paid $70 for that miner. That is legit. So
that's crazy.
Back to that one on regrets. Yeah, regret that I didn't 1,000 power that fucking miner.
Or start 100 of them.
yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, I hate to do it, but I have to hop off. I got another call to hop on, but thank you so much for having me today. Shout out to
Rudy
for being here. Nice. Much love.
And congrats on the launch again, Rudy. Congrats on the launch.
Take it easy. Yeah, congrats. I got 3 NFTs, buddy. I bought them like 2 months ago.
Hell yeah, nice, dude.
Yeah.
And thank you
like
for
number 50
in the chat.
Yeah, like number 52, number 62 ranks. Like I tried to get decent ones here.
Love to hear it, man. All right, again, thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Rudy.
See you, Rudy.
Later.
Rudy's awesome.
That was just us.
Cool.
Did you get to look at his Legend X token and the whole how he did the token backed hybrid?
Yeah, I was there on the launch because I was in the Telegram chat. This is like general security practice, but man, scammers are getting sophisticated. So in Telegram channels, you have certain bots like Rose, Combot, etc. that manage moderate chats. I've done a lot of like cybersecurity research in the last 3 weeks. Did you know that it's not that hard to build a bot that sends messages via Rose, the admin in your channel, into a Telegram channel. I can write the script right now that does it. So what scammers do? So during launches, people lock Telegram chat so people can't post except for admins and mods. But Rose is an admin in a Telegram channel. So what they do is these scammers, they write a script that posts as Rose and routes to the Telegram API as Rose to spam messages as the admin of the channel in the Telegram channel. So wait for the official founder to send the contract address. Otherwise, even if you do it from Rose or some kind of bot, that is usually a scammer. And then the other thing they did, so Rose was posting scammer contract addresses that would basically just honeypots that would steal all your money. The other thing they did during the Legend X launch, like the scammers that were trying to target the community, like Legend X had a buy bot set up in the Telegram channel. They were doing the same to the buy bot. So they were spamming fake buy transactions. And if you looked on either scan, it was to a honeypot contract that wasn't the Legend X contract.
Oh, man.
I got caught, Jake. I got caught yesterday. I've been in crypto for 7 years. I've got over 15,000 hours of research, and they caught me because he sent me a telegram. It was it looked like the Blaze team. It was identical. It looked so legit, and I knew they were about to launch. And they sent another message too, and I went in and I looked, and the market cap was super cheap. I was like, "Oh fuck!" On impulse, they got
that's
me.
crazy.
And I dropped I went hard because I thought I was buying a market cap of like 50,000. Like it got me good, and I saw like it was just Ethereum, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's paired with Ethereum. This is not right." They wouldn't launch on Ethereum like just like that. I was like, "Shit!" I was trying to sell, I couldn't sell because they had it. It was honeypot. I was like, "Fuck." I was like, okay,
but that's crazy,
man.
right?
Huh?
That's crazy, right? Because they get you on FOMO.
Yeah.
So a general rule, because I've been around for so many launches. A general rule is just don't buy for the first 8 hours. Because usually the way sniper bots are extremely advanced now. So as soon as a block fills with a liquidity fill position, the bots buy before it ever shows up on DEX screener. So it's impossible to be earlier than a bot.
Nice.
As a user trying to buy via Uniswap.
These sniper bots are getting...
You're going to get wrecked.
No, but that's why that's why they got me, because I've never been able to get in because it's usually a quick strike. So when I saw it was low, I was like, holy shit, man, it is actually still low. So I acted on impulse, right? I was I can't even think of the word I'm looking for, but yeah, I was like, holy shit, man. Like they got me. Like, fuck.
I mean, they get veterans. That's crazy. So imagine noobs.
That's what I was thinking. Like, not to say I'm the best, but I mean, I've done 2,500 hours of research for the past 7 years, every year, and they got me. So imagine somebody that's new, like, holy shit, man! Like, people must be getting like fucking holy. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, they got me good. They got me good too. I mean, decent, but it is what it is. Still early.
I've adopted a strategy that I don't like it, but it seems to be working. And when it comes to Telegram, I'm all in there in the lead up. And the second the launch happens, like literally it's launch day, we're going to lock the Telegram and launch it. Cool. I delete that channel. I'm out. And then I wait for the official X page to post it. And then if I'm going to get in on day one, I do. But usually I don't want to jump in on day one anymore. I've been post, that sniper bot too many fucking times.
Yeah.
It's just the point where it's that degen in us, and they're feeding off of that. And once I figured that out, I was like, I'll wait a fucking day. And you know what? I always had this thing where my dad used to always do that to me. And he was like, you can have it tomorrow. You don't need it today. You can have it tomorrow. Like, no, I want that fucking video game today. Why can't we go to the mall today? Because the mall's there tomorrow. That's why. We can go there tomorrow. And I try and do that with crypto. Like, hey, the crypto's going to be there tomorrow. If it's going to moon, I'm not going to miss by getting in tomorrow. It's going to be okay. But I might seriously step on a fucking mine if I jump in today.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. People sometimes notice that I'll bail out of the Telegram groups, and it's not out of anything other than it's launched, and I don't need to, put myself in there to have a DM hit me and have me think it's, fucking Josh or Jake, and it's not, and you're like, son of a bitch, and you're that guy getting
So
it happens to all of us.
For Hydra, it's different because when you start a miner, you have your cost bases. You can't get sniped out of a miner. Like so with miners, you can do day one. That's totally fine. It's just buying in the liquidity pool is where you get fucked, because like sniper bots also have settings. So they buy as soon as a liquidity fill happens in a block before it even registers on deck screener. Like for example, the millisecond, and like for example, the TitanX, when the liquidity got filled for TitanX, before it hopped on deck screener, the actual liquidity ratio that we set, or that the smart contract set, was 10x lower than the actual market price than where deck screener started. So usually the market price you see on deck screen is already 10x higher than where the initial liquidity was created. Because deck screener, like, it takes some blocks to propagate before it loads on deck screener. So the general rule for launches is don't do anything for the first 12 hours. Because now there's also advanced sniper bots where they buy and bundle multiple wallets together. So they get around like max wallet limits on meme coins. And then they sell the main wallet. People think they're out, so people start buying, and then they have like 3 or 4 wallets lined up that sell over the next 8 to 12 hours. Just wait 12 hours. Don't degen into launches.
Wow. Yeah, that's really helpful, man, because you confirm what I thought, because the price just always goes fucking nuts, and then it trickles down like 8 to 12 hours, what we saw with Titan Legends yesterday, and then the real stuff happens, right? So you can, thanks, man. It's very helpful.
That's the key with these fair launches, where you're minting your own tokens. You don't have to fight these sniper bots on the launch, and again,
that's what I like too.
Yes. Yeah, I can't stress that enough.
Be careful, everyone. Be careful. Rain Man, where'd you go? There you are. Hey, that was right on cue.
Dude, I had to cut a light on. I look like a vampire, basically. It's like dark as hell in my house. I'm just listening to you guys, just wrecking it, man. It's been a really entertaining stream, and just a lot of genius minds and creative ideas. And it's just, we're going places. So, and Jake's here. We dragged him in. You know what I mean? It's cool. And
peer pressure works.
Community members, new protocols coming out. It's happening. It's a beautiful thing. So
we need to peer pressure Ali to change his to a green ring on X.
Good luck. Good luck.
I thought I saw he was going to go halfway. Didn't I see he was going to do halfway?
I told him I'll make him his halfway for him, but we'll see.
Is there like,
maybe
Is there almost like
six?
Is there like almost like 6 to 8 launches in the next 6 weeks? Almost like 6 to 8 weeks, probably like 6 to 8 launches easily. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think you can tell us
100% confirmed, but kind of like gotta be like 6 to 8. Got Hydra, Flux. You can't say yes or no, but X28 probably. Like I'm thinking like at least 6, I think.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then there's Lotus. And you'll hear about that.
Where are we going to be in January? Where are we going to be in January? That's what I want to know. Everyone's like a month from now. Yeah. What about January?
You're going to be in Bora Bora, Mo. That's where you're going to be.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll drag the seniors along the Bora Bora. That's better than here. That's for sure.
I always tell my friends, I'm like, when it comes to
nursing staff.
I always tell my friends, like, when it comes to crypto, it's going to be like a street bum or jet planes for me. It's one or the other. Like, I'm all in.
That's real.
That's amazing.
Like, I have a few buddies that are going to bring me some bread and water. If I screw up there, they'll feed me on the side of the street, because it's going to be one or the other. I'm like, I'm not.
We all survived college.
I'm all in.
So we can do bread and water. We've all survived college in those years. No problem, man. We can survive on beer and a couple slices of bread.
But that's the crazy thing about crypto, because I remember in the last bear market, I sold around the top of the cycle, not the exact top, but like in the month region. You still look at crypto every day. So people are like, oh, I'm just going to dump all my crypto, get out. But it's going to get you back. You're going to look back. Crypto is so addicting. So goddamn addicting. You'll never be able to fully walk away. Because where do you go? Stock market? Stock market is corrupted all over.
Where do you go after crypto? That was exactly. My Monday stream. Where can you find these gains anywhere?
You go to the beach after crypto. That's where you go.
You know why, Jake? Because it's a lot of people don't realize this in crypto, but it's the 4th industrial age. Like if you look, like first we had the agricultural age, then you had the manufacturing age. Everything was about manufacturing. Then we had the information age, which is the internet. But now we're going into the basically tokenization age, or basically crypto age, blockchain. It's more like tokenization age. And this is going to be like 100 times bigger than the internet. Like most people don't have a clue how big this is and now you're combining that with AI as well. That's why you can't go anywhere that's bigger, because the internet was the fastest adopted technology in the world. Nothing transformed the world like the internet did. And now blockchain is like internet on steroids. And the way it's going to transform the world, blockchain and AI, is going to make the internet look like a child play. Right. So that's why it's hard to find something that's bigger. Like you're not going to find it. And there's this expression like this only comes once in a lifetime, but this opportunity, but it doesn't, because 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, even 50 years ago, you didn't have the internet, so you wouldn't know about it. You would have a few VCs sitting at the right spot at the right time. You wouldn't know about it. But now, because the internet and YouTube, like the internet didn't have the internet, right? So this opportunity never comes. That, you know, what we say, it comes once in a lifetime. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because like you wouldn't know about it naturally. Because we have the internet right now, everything's interconnected, everything, you find out about it, but normally you wouldn't. Anytime past 30 years before, you would never find out about it.
It's all about the distributed ledger technology. You know,
that's
what it is. I mean, crypto is just a small portion of what's to come on that ledger.
Yeah, but because it's the fact that you can do a transaction instantly without trusting the person, without knowing the person. This is more powerful than the internet protocol. And I just want to add this, it's a bit off topic, but the general impression that mainstream media gave was that like, oh, well, you know, Bitcoin, is it real money? Is it going to be adopted? Blah, blah, blah. That's complete BS, because as they're giving this narrative to the masses, I'm telling you, like all the commercial banks, all the central banks, and all the most powerful corporations in the world, including government, including regulators, have been working on this technology past 10, 20 years. And they know that this is more transformational than the internet. They want to act as if like this is for the people. We want to help, you know. No, it's because they know they're going to wipe out like 98% of the job. Their profitability is going to go like out the roof because they're going to automate everything. So anyways, what I meant is like they're acting as if they're not sure where it's going to go. It's complete BS. They're keeping the masses in the dark. They know where this is going, and they know this is 100 times more powerful than the internet, and they're all in. When I say they, I'm talking commercial banks, central banks, government. They're all in, and they've been all in past 5 years already. They're working behind the scenes. Like this is
that's crazy.
Very big. Sorry, I just want to say that.
I remember
right there, but
yeah, because I remember in the beginning, like people used to have this like the last cycle was like the big institutional adoption cycle, and then a lot of these stories came out when like Fidelity was mining Bitcoin back in 2013, and these massive insurance companies which basically control the stock market. They were all early. Like these guys were all early to crypto while they were screaming on mainstream news that crypto was a scam. So mainstream news is, that's why I love social media, because you can just get to the source. And you can get there early because you have the same information source as everybody else. So yeah, these guys were early. They're early. Yeah, bigger bags than anybody.
Well, the other protocols I was researching before TitanX, it was protocols that were working with the central banks, without mentioning them, like XRP and other protocols that I was researching. That's why I was deep in the weeds researching the PDFs and the documents and the seminars coming from the central banks and commercial banks and the biggest tech companies in the world. That's why I realized, like, no, they're all in. They've been all in for like 5-10 years because of what Rayman said. It's the technology, man. It's insane. But they want to keep the masses. They want to do the same thing they did with the internet. When the internet came along, they're saying, oh, it's just going to be for porn. It's going to be for illegal drug trafficking. In the main,
I forgot that. That's funny.
No, they were keeping the masses scared is what they were doing. And at the same time, they were laying the foundation. They were building the infrastructure. They were investing in the first companies, AOL, you name them, Netscape. They were literally filling up their bags, keeping the masses scared. And then once they're ready, then they're like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. And everybody comes running and they do 1,000x, 100x. So they're doing the same thing with crypto. It's the exact same thing. Mainstream media, man. It's all control. It's a long story. Don't want to go into that.
JP Morgan, Bank of America, they have hundreds of patents on blockchain technology. Hundreds. And they're going to implement it. And the stock market's going to go to blockchain. I mean, because it's going to be good and bad, but it's going to cut out middlemen and 10 million jobs. So, yeah. So just get
combining in. Combining that with AI on top, and that's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
It's like we can do an entire stream on AI and the implications of AI in any industry, let alone just crypto. Good Lord.
Oh no,
that'll be a week of streaming.
Oh, I could say something, but I don't want to go on another rant.
Yeah, this is what you get into. Yeah, exactly.
No, but
then you get into the whole like conspiracy theory and shit, and then the stream is 100% getting shadow banned.
Yeah,
exactly.
It was just the power of AI. Basically, the IQ of AI, the estimated IQ that AI will have in 15 years from now is very, very scary. I mean, I'm talking 1,000 times more than Einstein.
I don't even think they can comprehend.
And Einstein gave us all the laws for what we see today. But anyways, I'll stop there. Let's go back to change the subject.
Where I live, they just built the largest Microsoft most advanced data center in the entire world right now.
This week it's the biggest, because next month there'll be another one. Like, data's turning into like data's gold. Data is the absolute new gold, and you need to store it.
Yeah,
there's going to be so much fucking data that needs to be sifted through and analyzed and stored. Good Lord. You could wrap your entire investing thesis for the rest of your life just around the data part of it. Yeah. And the economics of that. There's a rabbit hole for you. Okay. Maybe if we're going down rabbit holes, maybe that is the time where it's time to slowly start wrangling this thing up. I don't know. Yeah. 2.5 hours. We're trying to
let's not get into politics. Politics is the red flag.
Talking about politics, man. We have the debate.
The American
coming
debate's coming on in like an hour and a half.
I missed that, man. We would know if we had to sell it all or not at the debate.
Stay tuned, guys. In the next half hour, we're going to go over the debate. No.
No.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No.
Hey, I think this is actually a good time. I'm going to need to bounce out because I got to get to the seniors now. They're all waking up from their naps, probably wondering why I'm still locked in a room shouting at a TV or something. So, guys, appreciate y'all jumping on. Thank you, Bad Sports, for hosting this and letting me be here, sir. Jake, thanks for letting me peer pressure you in. I'm taking sole credit for that. It was all me.
Yeah.
It wasn't the 1,000 people in the chat who were also egging you on.
Nice.
Just me. Guys, everyone's Steve, Dude, Marco, Jay, Kevin. I have to my monitor's so big, I'm literally doing that with it.
It's always a pleasure, man.
Rain Man, appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having
me. Always a pleasure.
Everybody.
Thanks, Bill. You're the man.
All right, Jake, what do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? TitanX. What's questions? What's
well, that's how we wrap. That's how we wrap it up. It's been long. We're going on 2.5 hours. We have across all platforms.
No, let's keep it going. No, whoever wants to go out can leave is what I would say if they want, and whoever wants to keep chatting, because I could do this forever.
I mean, look at Dude's immaculate vibes. The vibes aren't gone yet. I'm staying. God damn it.
I'm staying because if I end this thing, then everybody gets clicked off.
Oh,
so
shit.
Wants to roll out, and I'm good. I'm staying right here. I'm chilling. I'm listening to you guys. So whoever wants to do their thing, man. Massive props for everybody coming on. So I'm still here. So
yeah, I'm here. I'm sticking around. I got the sauna heated up, but that's fine.
That's funny. Yo, Jay, really quick. So Bartertown Ray, aka Ray, he just mentioned that you're pretty not knowledgeable what you said, right? When it comes to the marketing and all this other stuff, why not make your own channel, YouTube channel, just talking about those things, and you're gonna reach a different audience that will filter into the thing. There you go. That's a perfect comment right there. So why not think about doing that, man? Because not only that, will other people that's interested in those things come in that's outside the ecosystem, but people inside the ecosystem can actually learn to do what you just did and multiply that effect tenfold. So I highly recommend doing that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
If you have the time, or just little clips like you do.
Well, first is I don't have time, so I'm still working on my business on the side a tiny bit, like maybe 5-10%. I still got to do it to, I can't let it go now. I think in a few years I'll probably be able to. So I got that, and then I got this marketing that I'm doing, and I'm helping my grandma with something. I mean, my mom. I got a lot on my plate right now. So, but what I would like to do is just. So I want to do it. Like I wanted to do a YouTube channel and everything, but at the same time, I got to be careful what I say sometimes. I don't know what I can say, what I can't say about marketing. I think I'm fine because I'm not one of the founders, but I just don't know where I would find the time to upload all the clips and do everything I want to do. That's why I thought I hired a few freelancers to go through the videos and chop them up. And I did take a bit of time to basically find the alpha and put it together. I didn't do it way like all that I wanted to do because I didn't know even if I was going to be able to talk to Jake. And so, yeah, I just kind of limit on my time right now to do a YouTube channel. But yeah, I know I really appreciate that. I think for me, the best leverage play would be to what I'm doing is just see what kind of support we can get for that marketing. Because I mean, the teams are there, they're ready to do it. But yeah, if somebody wants to just, I think the only thing we're missing is like I said, create some alpha, like get all the alpha from the interviews, put it all in one clip and get, Jake to post that on his YouTube so that we have like a video, like 3, 4, 5 videos like that are just like alpha and air to and all the other great people that are building or whatever. But I just because I find a lot of alphas coming from Jake because that's the foundation layer, like where he's talking about the audits, why he built it, and everything I was saying earlier. Like people need to see that, but they like most people are not going to sit down 20 hours. Like some do, but I just want, as soon as they come in, we bring them in. I just want them to be able to sit down and see everything Jake, like all the points that Jake hit in his interviews, why he built it, why it needs to be audited, why he built it on Ethereum, like why he made the sliding scale so it gets harder to mine, creating a higher floor price, like everything in one sitting, like boom, 30 minutes alpha, then maybe another compilation of 30 minutes. Like I think that's what we really need. And yeah, and then can use shorts as well, but we need compilation because yeah, we can bring the people in, but not everybody has the time to watch 20 hours of video, right? Like you got families, like people need to work like maniacs to survive because inflation's going out the roof. I mean, people don't have time. So I want them to get in and be able to sit down and like, boom, get all the alpha in one sitting. Say, okay, yeah, this guy's legit, man. This guy's honest. He built it for the right reasons. Fucking took. And what really sold me is when he says, like, I took the best of everything. I've been studying all the protocols, like all tokenomics. I'm like, why hasn't everybody like taken the best and removed the bad? Like, why we all get the good and the bad? Like that sold me. I took all the good, removed the bad, put all in one. And like, it's all that alpha, man, that we need. Like somebody just needs to like, they sit down and they watch like alpha, like clip after clip of that alpha just to get them fucking sold right on spot, right? And that's what I think we need. And but yeah, like I said, what I'm doing too, like I'm like, I don't have a lot of time right now on my business. I'm outsourcing everything, like my regular business. I just like give it all to somebody else, like take care of it, because I'm all in TitanX. Just checking the chart. I think every 2 minutes, checking my wallet is a full-time job. But anyway, sorry,
Jay, this channel is always open for you. This channel was made for the TitanX community, right? Here we are right now, So this is here for anybody, anytime.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a unique thing. It's never been done before. Yep. And it's here for everybody.
Yeah, right? Jay, make a couple of clips and send it to Rayman, and Rayman post it.
Yeah, I'm wondering what it would be.
Yeah.
I was wondering what it would be like. Is everybody okay if there was a community channel and then like everything gets sent there? I don't know how to do it. It's just
so the way you would do it, the way I'm seeing it from like a systems point of view, to scale it is you would have some kind of Telegram channel that is not a messaging channel but a general channel. You drop all the videos in there, and then people can just go to that channel, scroll up, scroll down, download the videos, and then post to their own socials. That will be a very, very simple system. And then you can always reference the Telegram channel, like, hey, all the clips are here, download whatever you want. From this Telegram channel, it's free to post anywhere. And then people can just decentrally post it out, post it in comments, like post it on TitanX post. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm seeing this play out. It's a great idea.
Nice. But what do you think about the compilations with the alpha, right? Because like if
for sure, I like that.
It's the same. They go into a Telegram. Yeah, it's good that it's all there because I wanted that too. But I find like we need to have like fucking compilations, man, because there's so much good stuff, but it's scattered over like 5 interviews, right? And it's good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like you need that. It's just I just want them to sit down 30 minutes and like, holy shit, man. And then they're like, okay.
Yeah, the compilations can for sure be posted on YouTube. And people can share the YouTube link or download it and upload it to Twitter.
But on the Telegram too, like you said, it's just I just want to get the compilations. I find that we don't have a lot of compilations because there's so much good stuff, right? There's so much stuff.
100%.
I just want to bring up something, and I have a Lotus protocol that I'm working on right now, and it's going to be built.
Oh yeah, another one.
See, that's what I mean, man. Like, Jesus,
I'm building it on top of Hyper, right? And then I'm going to talk to you,
Oh,
Jake,
nice.
and talk to the crew, my guys and everybody else, and make sure shit's square. And that's all I'm going to say right now. But I've been working on this thing till like 2, 3 in the morning on the white paper.
Nice.
All right, so nothing's out there because we got Glory coming with Flux, with Bolt, with E280, with everything going on, and it's not a rush, but it's going to be perfection, and it's going to be there. So I just want to throw that out there. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
so
Dope.
yeah.
See, we need the Google data center. We need the Google data center.
Huh?
See, that's what I mean. We need the Google data center, just to like be able to support all the fucking data, man. That there's so much shit.
Well, we got it right here, man. We got a great community, and when people talked about us not having green circles, and it's a great marketing thing, we put them on because we're in the group, man. We just did it for marketing for Blaze, right? But shit, we've been here since day one, right, Jake? Back in the day, the mastermind doing stuff. So we're happy to do it, and we did it, and it's we capitulated happily. That's all I got to say. So
the green circle, right? The green circle gets everybody eventually.
Down, dude. We're not. It's not like some we're moving the other direction away from anything, dude. It's a unity thing, and that's why we did this today with this stream. So yeah,
that adoption curve chart. So like early adopters, then other adopters, late adopters, and the laggards. That's also the green circles. And at the end is Ali. Ali needs a green circle. He's the laggard. Get him a green circle, and then we can accelerate the adoption.
I just sent him a WhatsApp message and said, "We're calling you out live on stream, so you better get."
That's funny.
Tomorrow.
I was watching that when Jake was talking to Ali on the last one, and he goes, Ali's like, I'm that circle's my circle, and he's like forever till death, and Jake's like literally, to write it down to the end, like literally. You remember that? That's fun. It's like a subtle.
I told him I'll do a half for him. I'll do like half Pulse, half TitanX if he wants. At least he has to have some green, just some, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
I'll send you his image now.
Send it to me. I'll take care of it. It's done deal. Right?
We'll force it on him.
That's it. I'll hack him and we'll put it on and unhack him.
Fucking hack him. Hell yeah, dude.
That's funny, man.
That's epic, dude. That's epic.
Oh, man.
Anybody else want to talk about their new protocols coming out while we're sitting here? Steve, you want to throw something out about Vault, dude? Josh?
I'm always willing to shill my projects. But,
do it, dude. It's all right here, man.
The latest thing that I like to say with Element 280 is it's not a bot protocol, it's a boat. It's not built on TitanX, it's built on all TitanX. And it's here to support the entire ecosystem. I feel like that's one of the original visions that Jake had. I don't know, but that's the way I'm interpreting it, is like all the partnerships and all the building together, and we all work together to bring up, to burn TitanX to increase the value of it. So that's really, the vision that I had with Element 280 is supporting all of these build on TitanX protocols and making all of them deflationary. Like I'm going to be burning all of those. And I just can't wait to like launch this and then, just see the stats. I'm excited to see it. Yeah.
Mike Dean's going to be busy, dude. Busy.
He still hasn't even got Helios on Titan Hub Premium. He keeps saying it's on the docket, but there's so many damn projects. Yeah, exactly, Josh. There's so many damn projects out there that he can't keep up with the analytics. We need.
And not only that, he's saving people who got hacked. He's saving their accounts at the same time. Mike's everywhere, bro. And then he's at the gym showing his feet. He's everywhere, bro.
I don't think he sleeps, man. There's no way he sleeps. I was listening to his stuff today. I was like, holy shit, man. Does he sleep? What the hell does he do?
Yeah, we got so lucky finding Mike in this ecosystem. We got so lucky, man.
Oh, yeah.
So lucky.
Absolutely.
No, Mike Dean, we should figure out if Mike Dean has a brother. And then we can have Mike Dean and Mike Doon.
We need to clone him. We really need to clone him. Seriously. No, sorry, I just want to add something quickly. Sorry, Marco, I think it was you noticed one of the comments about my marketing. I was hesitant to do a channel. I was very hesitant on how I was going to reach out to the community because I don't want other people in other crypto communities start doing that and their projects are not legit, like they're not vetted, they don't have audited code and all that stuff, and they start doing the trick that I'm doing because it's really cost effective.
Yeah.
So that's why I was very hesitant. Like, how the hell do I get it to the community without the other communities seeing it? So yeah, I just want to add that. That was one of the things I was hesitant. Like, that's why I'm like, can't go crazy, whatever. Because like,
I agree.
They'll use this.
Remember, you can't always control everything out there, right?
No, but I just don't. I think it's very efficient. I just don't want them to know.
And what you could do is do like you can make a YouTube channel private, right? And then send invites that way, like a membership thing if you want. You could charge, not charge. That's your choice. But there's ways to do it where you could have this information in the hands of the community if you prefer to.
No, I uploaded it.
Right.
I uploaded on a YouTube channel because I sent the link out 5 days ago, but everybody was afraid to click the link naturally, right? So I uploaded on a YouTube video. It's YouTube there, and I sent it a few people. I'm gonna send it to more people.
Okay, cool.
It's on YouTube, but it's just I just want to warn you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that it's not more professional because it's my first time doing a video. I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that, and I added another clip, and then there's another clip here, and one's a bit louder than the other one. But if you can bear with that, you'll see what I'm doing in the video. But it's not.
You got to start somewhere.
I see it.
Yeah, you have to start.
Keep doing it. You'll get better at it, and you'll be a professional.
Well, it's just the information. I just wanted to get the information for the community to see what I'm doing, to see if we can get some support financially to do it.
We'll share it.
And I wanted to do it with TitanX first because that's the base layer where everybody, if they contribute, whoever contributes, they know they're getting something out of it. Like they're getting, let's say, awareness, wink, wink. But then if it can also be duplicated for other projects as well, like it's no problem. If the project is solid, I believe in it. I already have one ready for Infernal right now, actually. So, and I can do that for Hydra. I can do that for DragonX. I can do that for Flux. As long as I believe in the protocol and, there's a lot of them, right? I can't, it's even if I don't do it for one, doesn't mean I don't believe in the protocol. It's just that I can only research so many protocols. There's shitload of them. But yeah, I can do that for other protocols, and it's still good, even if I just wouldn't use, if I had a wallet or if we had a wallet that's being done for TitanX, I just wouldn't use any of those funds to do another protocol. That's not fair. If I have, let's say I'm doing Inferno, there's a specific wallet. People want to donate for Inferno because they believe in it. And I donate that one, but I would never mix the funds again. So just not financial advice. We're not trying to pump the price here. We're not trying to increase the value. Blah blah blah. All the stupid disclaimers. But yeah, it can be done. And what's nice, if it's done for another protocol, it still brings people into TitanX. You stumble on
it's
one
technically
protocol.
Hart's law, so everything is pulled together anyway.
It's still gonna funnel to TitanX, and so
that's really working. Hey Steve, you want to talk about your second phase of Vault with the flywheel, man?
Yeah. I didn't want to confuse everyone because some guys have been like Mike Dean. He calls me up and says, try and be more simple. And we've had some great conversation, but I'm trying to be more simple. So I don't want to confuse everyone with this phase with the Vault wheel. But basically it is building on other protocols in the same way. There's no Genesis wallet. It's just all burn. And it benefits the protocol, and it's going to benefit Vault. But what the plan is, I'm going to speak to the protocol creator and see if they want it built. And so I'm not just going to launch it on Flux. I'm going to go to Josh and say, Josh, what do you think of this? And talk to him and see if he wants anything tweaked or if he wants to do it. So that's kind of the plan.
Yeah, right. Just build it, bro. It's DeFi. Just build it, man. burn it all. Just burn it, bro. Awesome, Steve. Awesome work, man. Brilliant.
Yeah, man.
That might be the next move for everybody. Vault's wanting to partnership with everybody. Like this build, it's not just build on TitanX. Now it's integrating all of the build on TitanX protocols.
I can absolutely see it. And like I said, it helps, right? Because DragonX showed that, right? It was the first to really explode and literally pulled everything with it, and then everything started pulling each other with it. So, yeah, I can see sooner or later where it just ends up being like one big gigantic team making protocols, you know. So kudos to all of you guys.
I mean, one of the best ways to do the build on TitanX, the boat to build on all TitanX protocols is a big thing for adoption is the users need to hold the coins. So it's very hard to build a protocol on a protocol that has 30 holders, because you can't get adoption, even though the community is like 15,000 people. It's very hard to get adoption there. So, like, for example, I'll give an example for Inferno, but for example, so if you wanted to build something on, or let's do an extreme example just to get the point across. So let's say Flux. So Flux is built on Inferno, which is built on TitanX. You would build a protocol on Flux, but you would use TitanX as the native currency in the protocol. So then people would enter with TitanX, and then the TitanX would buy Inferno, buy Flux, buy that token in that pair, because then you get all the adoption from TitanX. You can burn TitanX, you can have it as the base currency, you have all the adoption, all the users can use it. And then it just routes through the pairs with the smart contracts, and then you get the benefit of adoption, and the ratio is increasing and the price pumping as it routes through it. That's the best way to do it, because if you only do it on those protocols, it's definitely not as beneficial, and you'll very likely cap your adoption massively, like massively. Like if you want max adoption and max benefit to the ecosystem, make TitanX a currency in the protocol and just route through whatever pairs you need to route through to get to that protocol. It's by far the best way to do it.
Also, accept ETH. It's very simple to add that functionality where all the pricing, the minting cost is priced in TitanX, but if they don't have it, they can show up with ETH. I'll gladly in the background buy TitanX with your ETH, and then we can continue on with the mints. You know, it's super easy to build, and it adds up extra like operability for the user on that side of things. So
nice.
Like that's beautiful, right? Volt had an idea, Jake and dude just helped him out with just tweaking it even better, right? Like look at that. That's beautiful, man. Just like that.
Yeah, the only difficulty with adding ETH to your protocol is you want the prices to track. So whatever the Ethereum cost is, should be the same dollar cost as the TitanX cost. Because otherwise, if TitanX starts going up and the ETH ratio shifts, people are going to start selling down TitanX to get Ethereum because they get a cheaper entry into the protocol, which then is like a negative spiral.
It's
so if it tracks,
well, in my case with Element 280, we're not like hard coding this into the contract. Like all the pricing is in TitanX, but the website front end will do the calculation, the approximation. Well, if you don't have ETH, 1 billion TitanX is going to cost approximately 0.2 ETH or whatever it is. But like it's done on the front end, so it's not hard coded. So like there's never going to be a situation where you're better off coming in with ETH. It's always going to be just 1-for-1 equal. Does that make sense?
It's amazing that ETH is down, and you know Jake built TitanX to be a leverage play on Ethereum, and ETH is down, and everything is up in TitanX ecosystem.
That's exactly what I said earlier.
You know, ETH is in the shit right now. It's a joke, but I mean, when we're thriving, green candles everywhere, builders collaborating, but when ETH goes up, yeah, learn how to.
And you know the best part of this? I'm not manipulating prices. This is the community. It's a community just saying, fuck the market. And just, Ethereum goes down, we don't care. We got our own little bull market over here.
Yes,
it's not like some billionaire in the background buying up the price and creating decorrelation. It's the community. It's DeFi. That's the crazy part. That's a strong-ass signal, man. That's a strong signal.
You're telling me you're holding out on us, Jake? You could be pumping us right now? What's going on here?
I'm telling you, I'm not a secret billionaire.
V1 millionaire.
I'm not sure if I'm the only person or if there's a few other people you might hate me for this, but I want the miners to stay negative for a while.
That would be great.
In a way, because the harder it gets to mine, like it gets harder and harder and harder. So then the supply gets really low. It creates a higher floor. The longer that miner can stay negative, like within reason, the higher that friggin' price floor becomes. And I may be wrong, but I'm just part of me wants it to stay negative for a long time. But I understand why we kind of want it to be a bit positive too. But yeah, so don't.
It's a double-edged sword.
It's
a double-edged sword. You know,
well, I mean, if it stays negative for a while there, it's going to create a ridiculous price floor because Ethereum is going to go up, and then it's going to get really more pricier to mine. Plus, it like in 4 months from now, you can produce less TitanX, right? With a miner and like everything, like the longer it can stay negative, man, to me, the better it is long term. Like, but then if you're in Dragon X, you're like, oh shit, man, I want to feed the dragon, so you can pump it up. But there's not only Ethereum. We were talking about Ethereum being low, everything being leveraged on Ethereum, but there's still TitanX. I mean, some protocols are getting TitanX in, and they're sitting on TitanX. And a lot of protocols are starting to use TitanX now. So imagine when TitanX goes up, like the pool that they have there, that's a huge sales pitch. They're like, hey, we've got a 20 million market cap, but we're sitting on friggin' 50 million of TitanX on the buy and burn. So it's like when ETH goes up or TitanX goes up, like that's insane because the pools are filled with TitanX and Ethereum.
You can go crazy with the game theory.
Are we going to see ETH pump this year? When is ETH going to pump? That's the question. Like we're already leading this bull run. So
true. I mean, second half is usually where Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin. Because there is always a point in the cycle where Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin. I think we're slowly heading into it. I was watching. I like watching Benjamin Combe. You have to have a FUD filter on because he's always bearish, always negative. Like if you listen to him, you won't participate in anything, but then you'll miss out on everything. But it's always like that. The first part of the cycle, Bitcoin dominates. Bitcoin dominance goes up. You hit a certain point where Bitcoin dominance just has a massive run for way too long and starts going down. And then for the rest of the cycle, Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. I think it's going to be the same, unless this cycle massively deviates, which it hasn't really. It's very similar, just a little bit more elongated than other cycles. Yeah, but that's when the real fun starts.
What do you think about the ETFs? Have they affected the bull run with Ethereum and everything else? BTC. It's a tough one, man. These guys are playing big games.
ETFs, yeah, exactly. ETFs are fucking like they're Trojan horses because what ETFs can do essentially is they can allow massive whales and massive players to trade based on paper and not spot. So they can trade the Ethereum price without having to buy Ethereum on market. So they can do massive manipulation. So for example, like obviously this is all hypothetical. How would you say it? A hypothetical situation. But an ETF holds a bunch of Ethereum in spot. So what they could do is they could create a massive short position on Ethereum on paper without having to buy the spot price, and then dump it down with the spot Ethereum they have within the ETF, have massive profit on the paper Ethereum position, close it, and then just buy it back. So the ETFs open up for massive manipulation. Massive.
That's why they have them. If you ask me.
Yeah. The ETFs are good narrative, but then the actuality of ETFs are bad. But crypto is good. At least they can't print it out of thin air,
The positive side is it actually brings normies in. So, it can go either way. Like, you have to take the good and the bad. And what I've always said is, like, all the people in power, they're still ensuring that they're going to continue that. But it levels the playing field. Like, it brings it back to the people. Like, nobody is printing Bitcoin or Ethereum or TitanX without doing the work. So to me, it levels the playing field just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deflationary aspect of all these tokens is what's not just keeping us alive, not just that one thing, but that is, a leg up, I believe, on the ETFs that are just buying and selling and, shorting everybody and coming back along. So, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and then that's another thing when it comes to like supply and demand. There's two sides of it. Like TitanX is still inflating yet it's going up. So like as long as demand outpaces supply, like Solana, $50 million a day of inflation, doesn't care. Like as long as demand keeps up, like supply is actually like how would you say it? It's not a leading factor. It's like it lags. Like it doesn't actually matter. As long as the demand keeps going up, which is green circles marketing, pushing on Twitter. I like Twitter the most. Pushing on YouTube, doing streams, building community. As long as demand goes up, inflation actually does not matter at all. Like zero.
Nice. Can't wait for December. Holy fuck. December, January. Holy shit. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Yeah, I'm so curious when the supply drops like 5,000 to 10,000 times per day. That's what it is. Literally, I calculated. It goes from 500 billion to 50 million. or 500 million.
Even November seems bullish to me. Am I too
Oh
bullish?
yeah. Oh, definitely. No, like it's non-financial advice, no
Hey
predictions.
Jake, so without obviously like general market will bring in new users to TitanX. Green candles, best marketing you've got. But is there anything like Eric's going on a lot about, right, we need more users, we've got all these protocols, we need more users. Apart from what we're already doing as a community and growing that and just pushing that, what do you think? Is there anything more that we can do as a community to bring in new users?
I think it's doing the same, doing it more, and doing it better. That's basically it. Because I love watching Alex Hermosi and just applying all of his business ideas to crypto.
Yeah.
And he talks about this a lot. So with his company Gym Launch, just saw how absolutely insane this dude is. He started Gym Launch and he scaled it to 3 million a month in under 7 months. Profit. So, and this dude had a massive saying, it's more and better is better than new and different.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what he says is like for Gym Launch, they were running ads very profitably, had like a 1 to 15 ROAS. So for every $1 they spend, they would make 15 in net profit within a 2-week cashback period. So he's like, okay, you spend as much as on ads as humanly possible because it's the thing that works. And when you spend more on it, you get more until it breaks. Until the system breaks, that's the only thing you focus on and you don't bring new things in. And then the second thing that he did was he built a cold calling team to call gyms. And first he was working on the script, trying to get the conversion higher. In the beginning, it wasn't working, but then it worked really well. And then a lot of his marketing team wanted to start new marketing initiatives. But he backlashed very hard, like, this is working. We need to do more. And he's like, oh, cold calling isn't scalable because you need people and stuff. Like, are people scalable? Can we hire more people? Yes. Okay, then put more people in. Scale the systems. And then he built his cold calling team up to like, I think 30 or 50 people. And that was bringing in an extra 1.2 million a month. So it's just doing more and better. Like, can we scale users? Yes. Can we scale number of tweets per user? Yes. Can we scale the engagement on the number of tweets? Like, for example, people can post a comment under a tweet and then quote tweet the tweet and post a comment as a caption as well. You're making a comment anyway, just quote tweet with the same comment. Then you have 2 user interactions per user. So it's just doing Twitter marketing, doing it more and doing it better and doing it more aggressively for longer periods of time. That's basically how you do it. We have a working formula. We just need to execute aggressive.
Nice.
What's crazy too, Jake, is if the price doubles because of a marketing effort we're doing, let's say the market cap triples, that's $300 million of value that the community gets. Like, that's insane, right?
That's
so if you spend because like I agree with what you said, but he didn't have the leverage we have with crypto. Like, if our market cap goes up 200%, man, that's $300 million. If we do something that costs $50,000 and you get double the market cap, you just turn $50,000 into 150 million or 300 million. And then they talk, and then like, so that's why I'm like, I'm being careful what I say here. But let's just say if there's I think you understand what I mean. If we find something that's very cost effective, we have to scale the shit out of it, because you take the money again after. I mean, let's just say let's say $40,000 marketing potentially increases the awareness, and the market cap in 1 month later is double. Let's say that's $150 million. So you have unlimited marketing power. Your budget is just insane, right? So yeah, I agree with you. Anything that's very, very powerful and effective, we need to scale the shit out of, like, as much as we can. Like,
and as long as it's grassroots and mainly managed by the community, is sufficiently decentralized, so it doesn't add an attack angle. It's nice. I like it.
So are we saying bring back the marketing wallet?
No, but because no, I think we can do something outside that without officially having a marketing wallet. Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk, Jake, if you want. That's okay.
$50 a month for StreamYard is my marketing wallet.
Nice.
Guys, we got 3,400 people live right now across all platforms, like 7 or 8 people hooked up. Everybody. That's pretty
solid.
Epic, and we're going on 3 hours and less than 45 seconds right now.
Nice.
It's pretty epic, And we're what? How old? I mean, what? TitanX, Jake. What day are we on right now?
I know,
right?
319
on the spot.
I mean,
crazy.
Grassroots. That's your grassroots, you know? Good shit. Everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody's
And it's not like
contributing, you
it's
know?
not like when TitanX is big and we hit the top of the adoption curve, there's still massive opportunity because I said this before in streams, like the way you make an old thing new is by building a new thing on top of the old thing. So we'll always have new things and new opportunities within the ecosystem that keeps it sticky and active. That's a killer combination, man. You can't get better than that.
ET's got a question for you, Jay.
No, I'm watching every one of them. I can show the time, like on the video you see, I'm looking at their timesheets because when they were asking for me for 115 hours, I was like, holy shit, are you working every minute? And I looked and yeah, they are. And like all I know, it's just, for me, it's just common sense. It's like if you have 5 people or 20 people or 50 people are literally searching the top crypto words, like 200 crypto words, and they're going on the Twitter account, they're going on those crypto Twitter accounts, and they're commenting with that meme, a very powerful meme that lays out the facts, and they're commenting on the first 3 or 4 profiles, and they're going to next. They're literally like, they're doing that. Like I calculate they're probably doing about 4 to 6 comments and email per minute. Like it's really, and it's so like, it's just, it has to work because like it's costing me 2 to 4 pennies maximum for every meme they're commenting. And sometimes like there's 20, 40, 50, 60 comments on those posts, right? So if my idea is I'm going to tweak out the marketing a bit. I'm going to tweak out my instructions to them because if somebody has 200,000 followers or 100,000 or 80,000, I want them to comment on the first 4 or 5 because there's enough traffic on those that it's going to be somebody else who's going to see it next time. But if they only have like maybe 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, maybe just do 1 comment or 2 comment. But the bigger profiles, they're like I say, they have 6 new posts every day. So I could hit that same account. It's going to be new, fresh eyes that are going to see it, right? I'm not saying that everybody's going to read it and they're going to FOMO in, right? We're just trying to bring awareness. Wink, wink. So for me, like there's no friggin' way. I can't think of anything that would be more cost effective. That's more cost effective. Like, and because we need to reach out. I'm hitting every single community, like every big one, right? Like I don't care who you are. I don't care what's like, because when they're searching in Twitter, like they're searching for Pepe or Bitcoin or Ethereum or DeFi or 100x gem, whichever profile show up, whichever Twitter profile that has those words in their profile, that's the ones that are showing up in Twitter, right? Sometimes you get like 5,000, 10,000 of them. But like I said, the first 100 to 1,000, first 2,000, like the first ones are the ones that have the most subscribers in general. Like they're the bigger accounts, right? So those ones, if it's a huge account, they can hit them every 3 days. It wouldn't matter. Like you can't. And so I don't know. Like for me, like sorry to answer his question. I don't have any way of knowing like the clicks, but I know that it's only about 2 to 4 pennies maximum, maybe 2 or 3 pennies per meme post. But if you watch my video, you'll see like I wish I could share the screen and do it right now. Like if you like that meme, like it jumps in your face, man. Like if somebody posts that meme. When they post that meme in the comment sections, you're going through the meme like it's the only thing like that you see. Like you can't. It's like major crypto gem alert, TitanX token, and then it lays out the facts. Boom, 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 boom. I got to get it changed though. I had the lady change it today because it was saying 30 million market cap, but we doubled in the last 2.5 weeks. So I'm getting it changed to 58 million.
Well, yeah,
I like that.
Just quickly,
Jay, are you using multiple Twitter accounts or just one? You're doing it in multiple. You're having multiple.
Because they're professional. Like they're used to doing Twitter marketing, so they have like 20 different accounts. So if Twitter blocks them, they just jump on another one. And sometimes they'll do a small comment with it, so they change it. But yeah, they can, because the policies of Twitter is you can have multiple accounts. You can have 100 accounts, I think, with Twitter. So they just switch if Twitter. Because usually if you post, Twitter will only ask you like, can you validate that you're not a robot, and then you can just continue. But if they do get blocked, they just jump with a new account and they continue and continue and continue. Because I was posting the same thing, like bang, 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 and Twitter never blocks me. It's just like I think Twitter right now mostly wants to make sure that you're not a bot. That's it. Then they just continue. But I'm looking at their timesheets, man, and they're like, you see them posting. You see they're commenting, messaging. They're not only commenting, they're messaging every one of them. And what people need to realize is that these major influencers, like these big YouTubers, they do have teams sometimes that are going through the comments trying to find, like, you know, are there like they're trying to find like these low gem market caps, right? So some teams are reading the comments to see like what's coming in. Like eyes are seeing that. I'm not saying that like every post we're getting, like there's a lot of people seeing that post, by no means, but I just think the numbers are insane. Regardless.
On the memes you post, is it a website like TitanX.win that you're putting on, or
can I share something here? How would I share it in the screen? I want to show you guys because I'm just rambling, and why not I just send you the
press present at the bottom.
Yeah, while you guys pull that up, Marco's going to jump off. He's got to leave. So I just want to say thanks for coming, Marco. Thanks for
guys, listen, it's been a pleasure. I love all you guys, protocols, what you guys doing behind the scenes. Everybody in chat, keep on doing what you're doing. Jake, you already know how I feel about you. Thanks for having me out, guys. I'm gonna feed the kids, so check you guys on X, man. All right.
Marco, by the way, that live stream you did, where your wife was crawling in the background.
Oh, hilarious!
I was laughing so hard. Oh my god.
I know, man. Like everybody was hitting me up on the side. They're like, "Is that your wife? Like, is who is that?" I was like, "That's my wife." She didn't realize that she was on camera. It's so funny, man. She's hilarious, man.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Pleasure, man. Anytime. You already know, guys. I really appreciate this. Guys, have a great one, all right? All right, and watch that debate, man. It should be good.
That's gonna be rowdy.
You want to see?
I gotta hop off too. Thanks, everyone.
Hi.
Kevin, we'll share your stuff, bro. We'll share your giveaways.
Awesome.
Cool. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate your hard work. We'll see you out there.
Sweet, Kevin. Thank you.
You too, buddy.
Bye-bye.
You, buddy.
So, if
guys,
you want to share this,
how do I share that? How do I share it? Sorry.
Well, what I would do is bring up a tab on your browser and move it away if you can, and so you can see yourself still in this stream, and then hit present. And I'll see it, and I'll bring it up if it comes up on the bottom.
I can hit present, you said? Sorry?
You can, and I can add it once, I believe, right, Josh?
Yeah, present, click, select the screen you want to share, and then we'll add it to the stage.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. So I'm just going to put it in a background as well. So, shit, sorry. No, that doesn't work. Just one sec.
All good.
Sorry, you said let me. Sorry,
I've got it. I've actually got it. If you want me to pull it up.
Yeah. Please. It's the meme. It's major crypto gem alert, green with the fire and whatever. If you can just share it, so at least people will know what I mean when I say that it's in your face. It's fucking.
And that was the background.
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, can you make it bigger somehow?
No, actually, I don't think so. Or maybe you can do Command plus.
Are you on Mac? You can just zoom in. And actually, I'm not sure if it will follow. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's not really a meme. I would call it like a
yeah. What do you call that?
Explain it.
Okay.
Just bullet point explain it. Yeah,
okay.
I like it. I saw it on my feed, and even I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." Let me click on it. It works.
Is that 35 minutes? Is that what that says?
Oh, that's a video that I'm explaining exactly how I'm doing it. I'm all fucking hyper. I'm like, guys, I hope that you guys will see what I'm doing, and because nobody knows me. So, but just I want this is what it says, Hex inspired tokenomics, but without if you guys want to read it when you have a chance, because I don't want to take the whole. But these points that I laid out there is I think is really convincing. Somebody reads that, I think they're like, okay, I think not everyone, of course, but I think So is it okay if I read them real quick or?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
So Hex inspired tokenomics, but without the inflation, like Hex on steroids. In 2021, Hex did a 10,000x. So I just want to throw them in their face. I throw that in their face right away, right? TitanX ranked top 20 on Ethereum. Now it's been top 10 for God knows how many times. Sometimes ranked number 1, only 30 million market cap. Getting that changed. Already 22 million of ETH in the reserve to buy and burn TitanX supply. Going hyper deflationary soon. See the proof. And then over 22 protocols being built on top of TitanX with one mission, burn TitanX supply. Many more builders coming. That's now 25 or 26, even more actually. Builders are incentivized and properly rewarded for burning TitanX supply. Then I have no VCs, no ICO, therefore no dumping on the community. And I think there was one place, did I remove it or? There was one place I said like the admin keys had been removed, so the can't be rug pulled, but it's not here for some reason. But
you
yeah,
can put
that?
lock liquidity.
Yeah, it's just I don't.
Liquidity is owned by Smart.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll put that somewhere. Lock liquidity. It's just like the problem I'm having is if I put too much, then the words come a bit smaller, and I want the words to be big enough for people to read. So that's a combination of using AI and then my own kind of ideas on what I should put there. But you know, it's I don't know if you read. I think it's really good, but I think it's convincing. But yeah, that's what they're doing.
This is great marketing. I like it because other projects do the same. Like other build on TitanX projects, just name and then major bullet points, because then the community knows what to talk about. Because it's kind of hard to figure it out, just like reading tweets and stuff, just like bullet points of like the hard hitting facts, and then the community can also take that for like tweeting and stuff, and it's good inspiration.
Yeah, so that's what we're posting. That's what I'm. If you go on Twitter right now and you post that, you look at like that's what I'm posting in the comments of every crypto Twitter account. Like just they're posting like.
Nice.
Like we did like maybe I'm thinking between messages and these comments, they've commented this on the most recent post of Twitter accounts 200,000 times. Different, like all different accounts. 200,000 times. Some of them is like 3 posts. Yeah,
the beauty of decentralized communities. God damn it, this is so cool.
Hey Jay, if you can DM me this actual file, the actual graphic. DM me on the Telegram as a file, and I'll start sharing this out and put it in some of the groups and whatnot. So yeah, the
video you mean, or
no, the actual infographic, like the the PDF file or whatever it is that you've made.
Oh, this thing here.
Yeah.
We had it was splattered all over the place about 2 weeks ago. People stopped sharing it, but I still have my freelancers going crazy with it. But yeah, they've been doing this for almost 3 weeks now. We're going on 2.5 weeks. They started about 3 days before the price started going up.
Nice.
Coincidence?
Nice.
Just saying.
Maybe.
No, yeah, everybody's doing everything, but I think this had some kind of effect. Not financial advice, no guarantees. We're just trying to bring awareness. It's just a coincidence, maybe.
Also, what I'll do to get some eyes on this video here is when we finish this stream, once everyone drops off, I'll just play this. I'll play this video and run it through the end of the stream, and then I can we can share it everywhere. And then it's here forever. Then it's on the Blaze Crypto YouTube forever, and it's never going anywhere. So
yeah, nice. Yeah, so basically, there's a video in the chat. To clarify, then I'll stop. There's a YouTube video showing everything I'm doing, how I'm doing it. It's about 30 minutes long. Put it on high speed there, and you'll see exactly how I'm doing it. I'm asking the community for support. And they're showing exactly. I'm showing the proof. Like you see my freelancers working. You see my budget. You see I'm paying them $500, like $300 USD per week each, so like $1,500 USD. I've got them maxed. At first, so you see everything. You see all the proof. You see like the timesheets. I can watch monitor time. You see them. They're working like nonstop. Like everything's there. It's a YouTube video basically. It's in the chat here. I'll send it to a bunch of you guys. And so that's what I'm trying to put it out. That's what I'm trying to get support for. Like either I'm not going to say too much right now where the support might come from, but I don't know if we could do a marketing wall or whatever. Like I'm going to have some conversation off this live stream with some of the guys without saying too much now. Maybe if that's okay. Do you think that's the best method, Jake, to talk with?
I mean, if you want to make it legally protected, it needs to be some kind of decentralized community. How do you say it? Decentralized community funded.
So Jake, with that said,
so there might be a way.
Jake, with that said, with him not being a founder of a project, does it matter?
It matters if the founder is directly paying for services to do a certain activity that might impact the price. That's where it gets legally gray. So if it's decentralized, community ran, maybe I could vouch for the marketing wallet for something like this, because this is I like it. This is good marketing.
So maybe people that aren't founders throw in, right? So there's no
it will be a community incentive. Not incentive, but I wouldn't do it as like a percentage of a project, but it could be like some community thing that maybe founders chip in. But there's a way to do it for sure. I like it. It's good.
Is it too early to say I love you, Jake? Is it too early in a relationship to say I love you?
I should say I love you to all of you.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't matter that much without all of you guys.
I love all you. Yeah. I
You
gotta figure it
started,
out because the problem with the problem is like even if I'm not doing anything wrong, those fuckers that don't want us to get ahead in life can still come after me, just like they're doing with Richard Hart. Like he's obviously done nothing wrong, right? So
I mean, a $1.2 billion illegal ICO is
okay.
That's a little red flag, just small one.
I just want to figure out a way to I want to figure out a way. That's all I can say for now. Maybe have some.
I mean, you're totally fine if it's like a decentralized community thing. Then it's kind of like a marketing. You're delivering a marketing service for a community that exists on the internet. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
I think that's totally fine.
Okay. Like I said, like there's Upwork, these platforms. There's unlimited amount of people I can get. I can get 100 people probably within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I have 5 people right now. They were like, "Hey, we have another 6 freelancers that are available now." And they want to work $3 USD per hour, but I gave them $3.30. Like I don't want to take advantage. It's still a very good exchange. I made sure to go online and look at the exchange where they're working from, Pakistan. I wanted to make sure that it was still really, really fair for them. I do believe in being fair.
Did you explain how they could compound their earnings back into TitanX?
No, I just said no. I just told them.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I'm
40 bucks in Pakistan an hour. That's pretty solid, right? I mean,
oh yeah, the exchange is like it's like $40 per hour for them, like literally. The exchange is insane right now between the US dollar, but I'm not in the US, so my exchange it's costing me 35% more than the US dollar. Like I'm losing 35%, but one guy in the community actually donated. I said his name on the video. I think I wanted to give him credit. I had just talked on Twitter and Telegram a bit about it. He's like, "Hey, I'll send you some money." So I said, "Well, send me a message." So I offered to call him and talk to him. Right? He's like, "No, I trust you, man. I'll send you money. Just give me your wallet." And he sent me like $1,000. I wish I had his name. I was like, "Wow, that's awesome, man. Jeez, and rice. That's what we need. That's crazy." Well, for the people that have the money, right? Don't have, and everybody's got their whole. There's a lot of moving parts. Everybody's got spending money everywhere. Like I know, not expecting everybody contribute. But I thought that was really cool. Like I'm like, no, I don't mind calling you. I trust you. Wires the money, and then it's like, okay.
I've got people.
That's a lot of trust.
Yeah, stock in crypto calling me right now, saying, "What should we invest in? Crypto market's down. These are older gentlemen and whatnot. With the families and going in their 60s and." We tell them TitanX, and they're looking at this, scratching their heads because they're Coinbase, they're going through central exchanges. They don't know what the hell's going on. Just send them little notes, and it's not invest, but it's not financial advice. But I just say what I do, right? And it could all go to zero, and we could wake up in the morning and the internet could be shut down, right? But it's not yet. So there's no promises or guarantees, but there's so many people that are starting to take notice of our community that it's really it's quite a movement. Jake started there, boss. So it's pretty epic.
That's why I wanted a compilation. Is very important because like if they ask, you just send them a compilation of Jake's like most important clips, and then they can see that he's legit, he's honest. You can see he's doing it for the right motives. You can that's why like it's hard to convince them on TitanX, right? Like sending them a shitload of video, like it takes a lot of time. Like not everybody's crazy like me or like a lot of us to basically put everything aside and just fucking research in 8 months straight. I've been researching like 7 months straight, watching all your interviews. Like some parts I'm watching like 10 times, listening, analyzing. When I'm going to the washroom, I'm still thinking, analyzing what could this mean for tokenomics and utility. Like I'm just like always thinking about. Not everybody has that time, or not everybody's crazy enough to do that, right? So that's why we need a compilation. I'm sorry, I keep repeating myself. I know I'm repeating.
No,
myself.
You're good, dude. You're good. Josh, do you feel like talking about Flux, man, at all?
Yeah, love to talk.
Let's hear it, dude.
What do you want to know?
Let's hear it.
Sorry, I hate to jump in, but I was just curious on when where are you trying to line your launch with any of these other projects like Hydra and
I'm trying to squeeze in between Hydra and Vault somewhere between the two.
How far are you along when it comes to audits and stuff?
First audit's finished. The issues have been fixed and reviewed, and then we're into second audit. We're 2 days into second audit, which is looking pretty good at the minute. Yeah, there's a couple of front end bugs that I'm trying to work through, but it's there or thereabouts. So I probably need the rest of the week really to get it perfect, and then just squeeze in between Hydra Vault. I think speak to Steve a lot about phasing those launches. So Eric's give me a little nudge to when he might be launching, so that's exciting. But yeah, so all good, everything's great. I'm just kind of that's kind of done, finished. Got a couple more streams lined up before launch. Just going hard on all the marketing on X and everything else, and then I'm just throwing myself deep into like some of the marketing stuff we're doing behind the scenes with the first anniversary and stuff this week. While the devs work on the front end and make sure that's perfect. So super excited, and it's going to be it is really soon. It is really soon. It's definitely September. So that's good.
And your main pair is with Inferno, right?
Yeah, Inferno pair. But huge heavy buy and burn on Inferno. So the idea there is, buy and burn Inferno, help that hyper deflationary, push that price chart up, and then we are, we're paired in the LP. So there's going to be like a nice relationship there between the two. And then it doesn't stop there, because I'm also building or assisting building 2 other protocols on Inferno as well, which so it's going to be.
Inferno is
I created a poster. I created a poster like that for Inferno, and I put like 3 protocols launching on top soon. And I thought maybe it's still 2. I had figured it was 3, but I said, I better fix it. And I got it fixed today. I'll send it to you. So I got it back down to 2, and now you're confirming what I thought it's 3. So I'll have her to get it to change again.
The space is moving so damn fast.
Include-
before the project's even out, people are like wanting to integrate it into their project, which is so amazing.
Yeah, someone is actually like ready to go into dev on a protocol built on Flux. That's fucking crazy.
My goodness.
What the hell? Yeah.
You can't make it sit up, dude. It's real. It's legit. It's awesome.
I read the white paper for Inferno. I read the white paper for Inferno in Flux probably 10, 15 times. I'm telling you, like, I just want to make sure I understood correctly. And you'll see me. You'll see me in that last minute as well. You
guys are getting me excited, because remember, I didn't create Flux. I need to get my own damn supply. So you're making me FOMO, and god damn it.
I'm starting to think the question is like not how many projects are going to be out. Oh shit, am I good? You don't hear me?
Yeah. You're good. You're back.
Oh, immaculate vibes. I think you're muted now. You have to just unmute. Your audio was fine.
Okay, my bad. I'm curious, like, how many layers are there going to be? Like, so with Flux, you've got TitanX layer 1, Inferno layer 2, Flux layer 3. We got another project building on Flux for a layer 4. Like, are we going to have layer 5, layer 6 protocols like coming soon? Like,
actually, I think it's diminishing returns here. Like, for example, I think there's a very, very strong case to be made to make your pair a hyperinflationary token like DragonX or Inferno. So instead of building on Flux, I would actually prefer building on Inferno, because then you drag up Flux with it anyway, because it's its pricing pair. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So many ways to do it. So many ways.
Yeah.
Can we answer this question?
You shouldn't know anything. Well, just get out of crypto.
Yeah. No. I
no financial advice here.
No financial advice. No.
I was just showing it. Right.
My personal opinions. Am I allowed to say that they're a bad sport, or which one I'm going more, or rather me not say anything?
You can say whatever you
want.
want.
The community member.
Yeah.
My personal but I don't want to. My personal opinion. I think I'm going to go harder in Inferno.
Cool. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people, like Jake was saying, a lot of people are liking the deflationary tokens, cap supply deflationary. I feel like that's like the current phase of TitanX, that everybody wants to be attracted to. And Element 280 is no different. We're doing the same thing: cap supply, deflationary, all the burns, all that good stuff.
I have a question for Element 280. Is that also going to be a TitanX Element 280 pair or only third layer?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, 100%. Yeah, we can't ignore TitanX itself for sure.
Just a small thing to ignore. Yeah.
When Volt,
I want to add. I'm going harder in Inferno because of Flux. Don't get me wrong. Because of Flux, and because of the other protocols, right? It's not that I don't believe in Flux. It's just
There's many secrets that will be revealed.
Yeah.
For the bull.
Wait, so what's the main pair for Volt again?
It's TitanX.
Okay.
It's Volt TitanX, but I have this liquidity bonding with all TitanX tokens. So the liquidity is for Volt is going to just gradually grow.
Yeah, totally. I like that concept as well.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting too. It's pretty interesting in Volt because the buy and burn it does it kind of a different way. It has a buy and burn, a buy and feed the Vault for future auctions, and then a buy and grow, and a small amount to the buy and grow. So everything in the future auctions is brought from the liquidity pool. Everything in the buy and burn is obviously bought from the liquidity pool, and all the growing of the liquidity bonding is tokens brought from the liquidity pool. So it's kind of an interesting buy and burn twist in Vault.
What I think's funny is like the Blaze team. I thought it was funny that there was 80 of you guys. I'm like, that's a shitload of dudes. But then like y'all came out with Blaze, and now y'all are like dividing and conquering. I feel like you're going your own ways. It's funny. Yeah. I love it.
It's like the Blaze 8 months, because that was 8 months of just solid development and hard times with the devs and figuring everything out. And it was like a training school for us all. And then when we suddenly we all got together for let's make our own protocols. And then suddenly there was loads of protocols the next week. It's kind of like that. Remember? It's like, and I still said to Josh, you go first, you launch first. I'm not racing. It's like that. Right at the beginning, I said to Josh, you launch first. So I'm gonna launch after Josh, whether it's a week or 5 days, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I would just say like keep in touch with Mike Dean, because like that's where I keep up with a lot of the news. And when you look at the tab, like when it's going to launch, it just says to be decided or whatever. Put an estimate in there so that people can kind of gauge on what they need to pay attention to, what's coming up. Like Hydra, it shows September, so people can see that and know, okay, I need to keep my eyes on that. That's coming up next. So
let's pull that up quickly while we're talking about it.
I'll go to the toilet real quick. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Same here.
Oh, look at that. Flux. September.
Oh. Yes, I love it. That must be new, because I have not seen that recently.
Yeah, that was literally like a couple hours ago. I think, like 4 hours ago or something.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It wasn't 4 hours ago, because we're going to be almost hitting 4 hours on this stream. So that's a lie. It was a bit longer than that.
We're about to hit 4,000 viewers live right now, guys. So
nice.
Pat yourself on the back. The whole community.
Yeah, there's 22 protocols on this list currently. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
And there is at least maybe 8 on here, or that 8 that I have heard rumblings of, or I know are actually being built that are not on here. So that's crazy. That's 30 protocols.
Yeah. Proof of Sleep just said a 60K buy just came in. What protocol?
Oh yeah. TitanX.
Not
Nice.
too shabby.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not an MEV bot. Let's see.
Fucking hell, right?
Looks like a user. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
These streams are going to be so cool to look back on in like 5 years. Oh, I remember that time. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I hope so. You know, I believe that. I believe that with all my heart, for sure. Like, what is the TitanX hub going to look like, you know, in the next few months?
It'll look like
My Dean is going to
CoinMarketCap.
have to come up with some innovation to just lift everything and have stats. He has a lot of work to do on TitanX hub if this keeps growing. God damn.
But he's
It will,
he's
bro.
got a partner in crime. You know, maybe he needs to get a couple more partners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
10x
a couple
Ted.
more TitanX hub premium and we can get him out of the gym. Get him some developer shoes that he can post on Twitter. And they can have better TitanX hub. I love the portfolio page. It's seriously the best portfolio page I've ever used. Like for just like a specific ecosystem, so good. I love the portfolio page on TitanX hub.
It's so easy to use, man. It's so user friendly. It's so clear, man. Holy shit, man. He needs a Nobel Prize for that, man. Like,
Right?
oh, it's so simple. Fuck, it's so awesome.
How many of y'all woke up and you're like, "Oh shit, did I claim my miner? Is it too late?" Like, and then you go rush to TitanX, you know, the website, and you're like, "Oh no, I'm good. It's only been 3 days. I can go claim it. No
Yeah,
penalties."
Just as we're on this stream looking at his page, then I realized that I've got 3 miners today.
I've got them on Saturday coming out. Like final ones, dude. Out of like
I don't
even know how many. This is ridiculous. Insane.
I don't think I have any more miners. I think I'm out.
I have one left. It's coming up in a couple of days. But like, you know, there's other, you know, like Helios miners, you know, and hyper miners. Like, see all that, you know, with the TitanX. So it's nice.
Oh, you can also see Helios miners.
Not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
Nice.
I remember I was traveling to Asia during day 280, and I was in a hotel and had my last TitanX miner, and it was like I was looking at it and I thought, wow, this is my last one. I'm gonna press the button. I was like, oh, I'm sad now, my last one, because I had so many miners all throughout the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got a little tear roll down. You're like,
oh. I was kind of disappointed too, dude. When I saw this is my last one Saturday, I had like a few, you know. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you know you can't get that price ever again, right? And then you see like 150% ROI, and you're like, oh, that's beautiful. I like seeing that.
Yeah, I got miners coming out for the next 45 days, so I feel good.
I have a few for Hyper. I think I got like 16 reminders in different spots, like 2 alarms on my phone, 3 alarms on my computer. I don't want to miss my. I think I got burned on one miner and forgot about it. I think in TitanX, or I early mine. I don't know, but I was like, I'm not. I think I forgot one. I'm like, no way, I'm not fucking missing this miner.
So just a little alpha, Jamie, since we know you forever, man, on Lotus. It's not finalized, but I will say there's going to be a hybrid reward system. All right. And it's built on Hyper. All right. And there's going to be some buy and burn mechanisms on there that go through a buy, sell, and transfer mechanism for the tokens for small percentages, even down to that little level. So I'll just keep it at that right now. And that's it. But it's not going to be coming out anytime soon. It's not going to be competing with E280, Volt, you know, Hydra, Flux, and we have time, you know. So hopefully it'll be my Picasso if there's one to be. So that's the alpha for right now.
Lotus is a good name.
Thanks, man.
Be careful. I know somebody else that's interested in building on Hyper. So I think there's like a market share to be had, you know, like nobody's built on Hyper. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's cool, man, you know, and I want to have something like we've all like, you know, we've had this journey like what Steve was talking about with Blaze, and I was listening, but I was getting some more water, but yeah, it's just such a journey. And so now we learn so much from just everyone in the ecosystem, and Jake included, obviously, and just everyone. And just want to try it. You know, all you can do is your best, right? All you can do is your best. And that's what I'm going to do and try to do. So hopefully it benefits everybody like what we've seen. So,
you know, what's really cool is even if you have 3 of them building on Hyper, they're still all working for one another. Same principle as TitanX. Everybody's building on TitanX, but it's lifting all boats. Same thing for Hyper. If they're both building on Hyper, one of them does very well. It helps them because it lifts Hyper. So they're still not competing, regardless of building a second layer, third layer.
Look at this.
Yeah, I saw his message come in, man. Yeah, that's really nice. Appreciate
solid dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool.
Hadn't seen ET out in a while in the public spaces, but yeah, man.
Yeah, he just messaged me on Twitter there. He asked me for the address.
ET, you're a legend.
Yeah, I've been looking for his Twitter profile and really I couldn't find it. Me and Ali were both looking for it independently. But is it ET still on Twitter? Yeah.
No, sorry, it's on Telegram that he. It's a Telegram that he messaged in the TitanX market community. Where did he do that? Sorry.
ET, are you gonna fire back up the Twitter, buddy? Wrong comment, sorry.
It's been 4 hours.
That's the definition of working for your bags right there. You know, really going out and doing the work.
I gotta. Everybody's asking about the video. I need to post it. Like I didn't even post it in the chats here. In the Telegram, in the Telegram group. Yeah, I need to, because now's the time.
Swing it over.
Now's the time.
Yeah, here you guys. Yeah, come back to X, man. Come back.
You want to know the funny part? People on Twitter were like screaming. Some people from another community were screaming, "Oh yeah, TitanX is a local top." What local top? Lol.
Yeah.
How long does it take for them to realize they're wrong? You know, like it'll be too late. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe they have a chance. There's still a little bit of inflation coming out, but after that, it's up to God, basically.
I mean, Mo's stream you're talking about, you saw the other day, Jake, you know? I mean, when he was going through the charts, I mean, forget about it. You know, he's just going through every single one. You know, it's like, where is that in crypto right now? Nowhere at all. You know, and God help us if they do an ETF on TitanX. Please don't, freaking losers. You know,
right? Would we ever want an ETF? I don't know. I mean, I think there's definitely a future for like altcoin ETFs, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then it's like users. Eventually, they'll go down the chain. Maybe like 7-8 years from now, we'll get like altcoin ETFs.
Yeah.
That could definitely be a case.
I mean, it brings in the normies, like dude said, and you know, we need that. We need, you know, it's everybody. They need access, easier access, and understanding cold storage and everything else. And so I'm cool with it, but it's the elitists, right? Those are the ones that are going to play with the money. So not the little guys.
People aren't ready to be their own banks. Like that whole mentality that they're not ready for it. Like we need better UIs. Like MetaMask is not doing it. You know, I've converted to Rabby and it's a little better, but like there's still so much to learn about being your own bank. You can't just lose your password and then, you know, have somebody text you a new code and then you get it all figured out. Like your seed phrase is very important. And I don't think people really understand that concept right now.
Yeah, I remember when I first got into crypto, it was like all the rage was not your keys, not your coins. And when you first when you're playing around with like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, like, okay, seed words, you know, like seed words don't matter. But then once you go into bigger amounts, you're like, oh, wait, what the hell? Do I even know what the hell my seed word is? And then you're like, oh, fuck, I should take this serious. What if I lose it? So when and that's the thing, because people set up wallets that are initially small and then they grow very big. And then they don't have the security set up on that wallet. So I'm actually like, if you're working with older wallets, create new wallets, do the whole security setup and just operate on that new wallet because you never know where the old wallet was. It could just be like some old contract that you've approved some coins on that all of a sudden gets hacked from like 6 years ago and they all now have access to all of your coins from like a contract approval that happened 6 years ago. It's like migrating over to a new wallet that you know is very clean, that you have a good security setup on, is a highly recommended, because you never know. Like a 10,000 in crypto now can be small, but that could be millions. Like if you think like 10 years from now and you're still operating on the same wallet, a dangerous game, dangerous.
You know, Trezor, they just put out Trezor 5, and they have a pretty sick little like punch metal thing. Have y'all seen that thing they have, that roll device or whatever? That's pretty dope, you know, for seed phrases or whatever. So I don't know.
I like their Shamir backup, because you can like basically split your seed phrase. If you split your seed phrase yourself, there's security risks. But with Shamir, they eliminate a lot of that, where you can basically create a multi-sig seed phrase where you can have like 9 seed phrases and you need 6 of those 9 to recover your wallet. I think that's super awesome.
And also for all of your passwords on all of your accounts, you should definitely have randomly generated passwords for each account. That's like minimum. Use a password manager or whatever, because everybody has all accounts and like old passwords everywhere. That's like all the same everywhere. Like all my passwords are basically like 32 characters, numbers, special letters, small, big, uppercase, lowercase. Like I couldn't even get my own passwords if I wanted to. So like using password managers for your accounts in general is great security practice. Yeah. I'm not gonna say which one I use for like security reasons, but
yeah, I was about to
just use the big ones.
Out there. Yeah.
Hey,
hardware
Joe.
wallets, do it. If you don't have one, get a hardware wallet.
But one thing is, do not use LastPass, because they got hacked. Don't use LastPass for your passwords.
I'll say 1Password. I use it for my work email, work stuff, right? That's just what I'll say for that, you know. So, but 1Password, they've got good tips if you go to their YouTube videos on how to create your own passwords too. Some really good stuff, you know, just for not crypto necessarily, but just for work emails, right? Some good pointers on there.
The security you need for your work password, nobody cares. But your own
I was
bank,
that was my sarcastic. Yeah, that was my sarcastic, you know, NFA right there, you know.
For me, what I recommend people doing for the password for keyword phrase, secret phrase, is basically write it on something. And I don't want to go too much in detail, but write it on something that when you look at it, you know it's a password, but nobody else knows the password is actually on that sheet. So write a story, write whatever, but like you know where the words are automatically. You know what the rule is when you're looking at that, right? Like write a story. Write a story, and then you know exactly where they are because you know there's a rule. Okay, that every word before this or every word whatever. Don't want to go too much in detail. So even if somebody finds it, they don't even know it's a password. And then you can get military grade USBs, like literally like military grade. Like you need a password to even get into USB. Then you scan it, you put it on that. I don't want to go too much in detail, but create a shitload of backups. Because I'm telling you, like the fucking NSA is not even getting in my crypto wallet. I wasn't gonna be that guy 5 years later trying to figure out my fucking password and there's 600 million in my wallet. I wasn't gonna be that guy, man. But yeah, like be creative.
Or you're digging in the dump trying to get recover your lost hard drive.
Yeah, but you can
put what's crazy? I remember I did so back in, I think it was like 2015 or 2017. You had like these Bitcoin mining websites where you could buy a mining contract. And I remember I spent quite a bit of money on that, but can't find it anywhere. It's probably like fucking like $120,000 sitting somewhere I don't have access to. I was like, because you kind of just set it up and then you forget about it. You go on with life and then you're like, oh, crypto's pumping. Oh, I remember I had this thing. Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Because then it was like, okay, it's only like $1,000. It doesn't matter if I lost it. But now it's like, how much is that again? Yeah.
A lot of people that made the most money is the people who forgot about it.
Yeah.
They couldn't sell.
Just don't completely forget. That's the key. You got to forget and then remember, a year or two later.
Yeah, exactly. And you always want to split it into multiple pieces and have them stored separately. Like that's really good security. Because then even if somebody physically attacks you, like, I don't know, like what do you expect me to do, you know? It's not here. Like, you want me to go get it? You want to join? We can visit the police station while we're at it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, guys, we got like 4,228 viewers. 15 minutes short of 4 hours.
Is this
This might
just
be
the prequel for the 369 stream, Josh?
I'm buying up the whole nicotine store for that one.
I'll donate. I'll donate.
Yeah.
Not that you need it. Not that you need it.
Oh shit! Look
empty.
at that. You're
I gotta try this shit, dude.
you're rubbing off on others. Oh man, what am I missing out on here?
I got to get up in like 3.5 hours. So, yeah. It helps me wake up in the morning when I had 3 hours sleep. You know.
Hey, the best breakfast is caffeine and nicotine. Get you going.
Yeah, that's it. Breakfast and lunch for me.
I used to be super hardcore and only have one meal at the end of the day, and then just do nicotine and caffeine throughout the day. But I don't anymore, especially with my girlfriend. She makes like great meals and stuff. So I'm like, oh god damn it. But I buy intermittent fasting. Nice knowing you.
What? How many hours were you fasting? Like
16.
Yeah,
16. Yeah.
I know
amazing.
people that do that. I don't know how you do it. I can't. There's no way I could do that.
You have to have very, very protein dense meals. Like if you eat a bunch of protein, you're full for forever. Like 120 grams of protein to 200 grams of protein, and like the meal that you have when you break your fast, oh, you're not hungry at all. Like protein fills you up so much.
Yeah,
it's amazing for mental clarity. Like if you're going into a massive work block, that's unbeaten. Bunch of coffee, water, and nicotine. Don't overdose on nicotine. Like stick under 10 milligrams a day, especially if you're new to it. But that's amazing. Pure clarity, so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, food just slows me down. If I have like lunch or something, that's it. Like my brain just stops working all afternoon if I eat at lunch.
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready for a nap.
I will be soon.
I just eat like Greek yogurt, like real Greek yogurt, non-fat. That's it for lunch. Period. Done till dinner.
Yeah, carnivore is amazing. Like just beef, steak, chicken, dairy, honey, maybe like 1 or 2 pieces of fruit. Oh, amazing diet. I love it. I try to do it like I'm doing it like 80% now. But when I'm doing it 100%, because now my mental clarity is good. But back when I used to eat whatever, man, like so much brain fog constantly.
I totally agree with the meat diet, meat and fat. Mm-hmm. It's really good. Vegetables, bit of a scam they can be. Better off juicing them and just drinking the juice.
No, I
scamming you. The vegetables scamming you.
No, I think if you eat if you only sorry, how would I explain that? Vegetables are like we need vegetables, man. I don't eat a lot of vegetables, but we need vegetables and fruits. We do need, especially vegetables. They're really healthy for us. Really healthy. They help.
Yeah, vegetables are healthy, but like the thing when it comes to nutrition, you don't get that much nutrition from vegetables, and you're better off just replacing vegetables with supplements. Because the thing with vegetables is they also I did a lot of research into carnivore, and so the thing with vegetables, they also have defense chemicals built into them. So like plants in general prefer not to be eaten, so they have a bunch of defense chemicals in them that activate. There's the whole rabbit hole you can go down.
Yeah,
just replace vegetables with supplements, and for me it was fine.
Had to share that one.
Diet stream, baby.
Yeah. Can you guys? So I'm not. A few people were asking for the marketing video, but I can't drop it in TitanX telegrams. I can't drop them in telegrams because you're not like it automatically blocks them. It deletes them. What's that?
Yeah, it blocks URLs. I think
blocks. So I can't drop the YouTube video in there about the marketing I'm doing, and I can't drop it in the stream either because I tried to connect the stream that we're using to YouTube so that I can comment, and I can't join the chat, so I can't drop it here. So I don't know if one of you
I'll
can.
drop it. I've just dropped I've dropped your video in the TitanX Telegram just now.
Nice. Thanks so much, man.
No worries.
Steve, do you have an alpha announcement that you wanted to?
No.
Okay.
You want to know something funny? I was listening to the stream. I think Marco dropped the most backhanded Steve compliment. Like, oh yeah, you look like you've been shocked a million times, but Volt's pretty cool. It's like, oh damn, backhanded compliment. Be like,
Nice. Oh man, I was complimented.
Steve came back from the Philippines with no beard, shaved up clean, man. It's the first time we saw him without a beard since the start of this, man. It's cool. Well, conclusions.
Yeah, I think so. We're running out on 4 hours. That's a pretty damn solid stream. I don't know what did Eric do was that about a month ago? How many hours did he do? We need to beat that by like a couple seconds.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. I don't know.
I think Eric started talking about monetary policy and stuff. That's how he kept it going. You know, gotta go intellectual with it.
I'll leave Jay's marketing video running at the end, so that should do it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and guys, I'm sorry, man. Like, it's really not professional. Like, it's really not done well. It's terrible because I had to chop this and chop that because the first time I did it, I was so passionate. I was like, guys, come on, you can't tell me this is not working, okay? And so I had to chop that off, and then sometimes it was too loud, not loud enough. I was adding stuff. I mean, oh, fuck, man. There's so much editing. It's like far from perfect, but at least the information's there.
That's all right.
Check out Angels and Demons. I know he's doing killer graphics and artwork and all that. Like, you should probably, if you send him your information, your data or whatever, he could probably clean it up and make it look more presentable.
Yeah, the YouTube video.
Badass.
Yeah, it's just one YouTube video explaining what I'm doing, asking community for support. I need whales. Whales are the ones that are going to benefit the most from the marketing. So if they say like, oh, wow, this brings awareness, that's the ones I want to see. But like in the video, I'm like, hey, guys, don't send millions of dollars, okay? Because if you send too much, I'm just going to send it back. Like, don't fucking go crazy. But I don't mind ramping it up to 5,000. Like, just with TitanX, I don't care. I'll ramp it up to 5,000, 10,000 per week. Easily 5,000, no problem. It's about 80,000 to 100,000 posts for every $1,500 USD. Give or take 70,000 to 100,000 comments and messages, direct messages. I know most people, like, I know that a lot of them they're not seeing the message, might go into junk or they don't read them, and that's fine. But some of them can see them in 3 weeks from now, right? Like I know, like, we're not hitting everyone, I know, but so yeah, all I need is just some whales to see it and say, okay, yeah, this works. But I think for TitanX, I don't know what the max would be, like 5,000 per week, 8,000 budget per week, just TitanX. But then, like I said, I can do it for Inferno, Hydra. Like, I don't care as long as it's double audited, as long as I believe in it. And if I'm gonna do it, like, I need to be invested in it. But as long as it's yeah, like, there's so many protocols I believe in. Like, holy shit, I already got one for Inferno right now. Like I said, I think I sent it to you. I think I'll send you the new one actually by Telegram. I got one I would like to do. But like I said, I'm not going to mix the wallets, okay, guys, because like some people might donate for TitanX and they're not invested in, let's say, Hydra or like whatever the other protocol. So I can't be using that money. Like, it's like there'll be one wallet for TitanX. If somebody wants me to do one for Inferno, I'll do one for Inferno, but I'm not, because I don't want people to send money for TitanX and then I start using it for Inferno or DragonX or whatever, and then they're not even invested in that protocol, right? Like, so it's just I gotta be fair that way. So I'm gonna be pretty strict on that. But I can do it. Like, I can do it for 5, 6, 10 protocols. There's no limit. Like, Jake knows that. Like, there's no limit to how many freelancers we can do. We can hire, and they will do exactly what we say. Like, holy shit, man, they're so diligent and they work so hard. Like, holy shit. Like,
well, that's gonna be good. I'll definitely reach back out to you, Jay, on the Inferno stuff, because I looked over that infographic that you did. So yeah, let's tweak that and get it set up, and we'll speak about that in the background.
Awesome.
I think you've been buying more Inferno while we've been streaming, because the 4-hour chart, 4-hour candle is pumping, and we've been on for 4 hours. So I'm assuming that's you.
No, I was mining. I mined last week, and then I'm mining this week. Fucking, I'm gonna burn. The miners are gonna go full tilt this week. Yeah,
I think it's this guy, Mr. Trust.
Nice. Nice.
We've got one more mint cycle.
No? Exactly. Yeah. Wait for the mint cycle. You'll get a better deal.
Yeah,
actually,
one more
it's
mint
roughly insane now.
This Friday, 2 p.m. UTC is the final 24 hours to mint.
Oh,
Yes.
Jake and Bad Sports, I want to ask you a question. So I'll go Bad Sports first. Yeah. So when it comes to accelerate, I looked at your website, man. That's awesome. That's friggin' cool. So would there be a way that we could market that? Because I find like a lot of people in the community don't even know, and that's like when you look at a website, it's hardcore because it's not like you guys are not just helping build it. You're helping the people building it with the audits, the marketing. You've done it many times. Like you're really walking them through the whole process. I don't think a lot of people are realizing that. However, like if there's too much marketing, like can you guys even handle like all the new builders that would come to you, right? So that's the other thing too. There's no point sending like 50 new friggin' builders if you can't even handle all these.
That's a really good question. So that is the exact reason why we haven't done any marketing for it or pushed it out. We just wanted to come grassroots, naturally grow, take on what we can at the minute, and then
slowly grow it.
Yeah,
because that's what I thought. If 50 people come at you at the same time, like there's no point. Like you're already building.
Yeah, all you'd end up with is a huge waiting list. That's not how we want to operate. We want it to be natural.
Perfect.
And also, like it's got to be totally high end, top quality.
Yeah.
We don't want to be churning out like it's not a production line, So
no, you don't want to be wasting your time either. You gotta find a way to filter like who's serious and who's gonna invest in whatever give you the conditions. And the other question I want to ask you, Jake, is I know there's a shitload of builders are coming faster than we can even count them, but is there an advantage and a possibility, a way of marketing? Like, is there an advantage to market the builders, like to advertise to builders? Because from the beginning when I saw TitanX, I was like, what kind of marketing? Like, where are the builders sitting? Like, is there communities of builders, of coders? Like is there a way to market to them? And is there an advantage as well? Because like they're all coming building the same stuff.
There is. I prefer the builders to come out grassroots because usually they understand the build on TitanX ethos. Because like I like this philosophy of mercenaries versus missionaries. So mercenaries come in, they basically attack a community, build a protocol, extract value, and leave. And then you have missionaries that are here for the long term.
Perfect.
That support the ethos, that see the ecosystem. So the way, like missionaries are nurtured, and then they come out of nowhere, and mercenaries are just they see something, they get marketed to, and then they attack. So like we want missionaries, not mercenaries. So now we don't need marketing campaigns for that. Just build on TitanX on Twitter, and then they'll filter themselves out basically.
Yeah, no reason to go hard on marketing to builders outside, right? Is what you're saying? No need.
The users bring the builders, so as long as we get users, we'll get builders.
Okay, perfect.
I think it's important to at least point out just the numbers, though. Like just saying there's 20 plus projects on TitanX. I think that's a great, marketing point as well. Without going into detail with all the projects, you don't want to overwhelm them with that. But just saying there's 20 built on top of this one token, like they can do the math.
Well, the AI had me when I gave all the information to the AI. One of the comments, one of the facts that laid out on that thing that I showed you guys, it was that like this many builders with one mission burn TitanX. That was the AI that phrased it like that, which I thought was really good. Yeah. With one mission, but I have to change that meme. I call it a meme. What's the right word for it? Sorry, it's a
bullet point template, or just bullet point or USPs.
USPs.
You could say.
I have to update it. Like almost have to update it every 72 hours. Jesus Christ.
Angels and demons, like dude was saying, he's really putting out some incredible information graphics, and
nice.
Maybe reach out to him, and he'll jazz that up, man. And
good.
And he'll share it.
His styling as well is sick. So good.
Yeah. So good. Yeah. I mean, the thing I admire about that dude is you can tell he's not natively English, but he's trying so hard. I fucking love it. I love seeing it. So good.
We speak in Telegram. He makes the odd bit for me. And he's so genuine and humble. He won't take any any contribution for anything. He's just like, no, give me an idea. I'm going to do it. That's it. And he speaks everything he types is all through translation software. So yeah, he's doing so well. Brilliant.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we need to make sure Kevin's got him on his giveaway. I didn't see all of the accounts that he had people following, but I think that would be a big one to include to encourage, additional marketing.
Yeah, and he's in the marketing like task force that Plan A's set up, with Jay and Cheers and me and Mike. So he's in there as well. So that's really cool.
We just hit 4 hours right now.
Oh man, like I could go for 100 hours, because for me, I've been researching crypto. Like I've been just obsessed for 7 years, but I never got on chats. I never did YouTube videos, because I was like, okay, like I can either work a bit, make money, continue to invest, or I can start doing YouTube videos, and it'll take me forever. It'll take me forever to monetize it. I was like, it's just better off just grinding, doing the research, working a bit on my business side, and just keep investing, because I just like starting to do YouTube videos didn't make sense, because I wouldn't be able to monetize it. And I had went so long without working a lot, because I was so obsessed with the researching that I couldn't. So I haven't been on live streams. I haven't been doing YouTube videos or nothing. So this is so awesome for me. It's like I was in a prison with all these ideas and all this knowledge about crypto, but like now I would actually get to talk to people about it, like the people that understand it, rather than just trying to convince my friend. And like it's like pulling teeth. Jeez and rice.
I mean, we got the
the
Blaze.
mainstream media said it's not good. Jeez and rice.
Weekly Blaze is like more of a TitanX cable channel at this point. I mean, it was cool. When we started this, we brought on all kinds of people, right? Outside of the ecosystem, and just to develop a channel and to talk about us, obviously. But now I'm seeing some of the guys we brought on they're minting. They're mining TitanX, they're mining Hyper, they're buying Blaze. It's crazy. So it's really had, it's been great. It's been interesting, and Allie's done a great job as a host, and we all pitch in. Tonight Bad Sports stepped up, Mo jumped in, Jake showed up, dude's here, Steve. I thought I was just going to be in the cut hiding out, but Josh dragged me in, so I was like, "All right, I'm coming in, dude. I wanted."
If I'm getting dragged in, everybody's getting dragged in.
Yeah, I'll come in. I mean, I love being in it. It was cool.
It's a real shame that Ali couldn't make it, actually. I hope everything's good with him.
Yeah.
I really wanted to meet him. Wow. Yeah. Because I like his hyperness. Like, let's go, guys. I love that. My buddy Sue's like, he's like,
Yeah, he brings the energy. Absolutely.
It's awesome. And his accent too. I like it.
Well, like I was the first comment I made up here is like the thumbnail you guys have with his face on the Inferno Bull. It makes me laugh every time I see it. I love it.
It's funny. Yeah, it's great. The Inferno Bull is so memeable. It's amazing. Josh.
Oh, that's great branding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Epic. Yeah.
The possibilities are endless with the bull for memes, for sure.
I've seen you like take other people's pictures and put the bull on it. It works.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's so good. So Ali will go off on a mad one and just pull all these random photos to me and send them to me, and then I'll just superimpose the bull on top in like silly positions. Yeah, it's good. That's how I spend my Saturday evenings.
It's so funny. It's so late here. This is around the time I would wake up.
Wow. Shit. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. I appreciate you guys staying on, man. Wow. I didn't know that.
I mean, that's the thing with crypto. You never know anybody's time zone. It's fucking all over the place. Oh my god.
It's 9 p.m. for me. I'm really lucky. Yeah. Really
just nicotine and sleep is basically the same thing. Can't sleep, more nicotine. Very simple.
There you go.
Yep.
As long as you can keep the missus happy, that's the other part of that juggling act,
Oh, I was going to the toilet and she was like, "When are you coming to bed?" Let's just go to sleep. I could be here for a long time.
Be right back.
2 weeks. I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Well, guys, we crossed the 4 hours.
Is that it? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Is that all?
It is for
No, I'm
me.
kidding.
It is for me. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you guys can stay on. I got to go grab my dog from my folks' house because he barks like a freaking maniac, and I can't have him in the room, so I got to go grab him. So whatever. So
Not good enough, Justin. Not good enough.
I know. I know. It's not. Do you want me to leave it on?
Well, yeah, leave us on.
You don't want to say no, right? After saying that.
Yeah, you know me. Last man standing. I can't leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Sorry,
I'll try
I'm
to get
gonna
at least like an hour and a half. That'll be good.
Yeah, 4-hour stream was good.
So when everyone drops down, Justin, leave me on, and I'm going to play the Jay's marketing video to close out, and then I'll switch it off when I'm done.
Okay, do you want me to pull everybody off?
Just one sec. Jake, how the hell do I talk to you off?
Text me on Twitter.
On Twitter?
Text me on Twitter what your Telegram handle is, and then I'll make sure I have the right Telegram. I'll put you in a folder. It's easier to manage that way.
Okay, awesome. I'll tell you. Is it okay if I tell you my Twitter handle right now?
Yeah, sure.
Because I did. Just one sec here. So not ready.
I just want to say thank you, Blaze, man. You guys, I love the channel. Like, I'd like to be on it more. Like, I'm not trying to start my own channel. Like, I think what you guys are doing is awesome. So, like, I'm looking forward to this 369 stream. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be bigger than a stream, believe me.
Hey man,
Yes.
The channel is everyone in the community, so we thank y'all for coming on. You know, it's just that's like kind of how we envisioned it, you know, to like just have this thing on and just going on, you know. And so anybody wants to do anything on here, reach out, you know, reach out.
Nice. Yeah. Good morning, James. You missed my cat. She made an appearance earlier.
Nice.
Hey.
Well, so thanks everyone for coming, and everyone's still in the chat just going crazy. This is pretty wild. Look, any final thoughts, guys, and then we'll drop you off, and I'll play the marketing video.
Yeah, let me just give my username to Jake there. So I had messaged you already, but it's TitanX Jay. That's but the user handle is like @JB112. It's a weird name, but my name. My name is
the Telegram handle, because
what's that?
So the Telegram handle is @JB112.
Yeah, JAYB8112. I sent you a bunch of messages. I was messaging you, hey, I hope you see this. Here's the Google Drive with the videos. Bombarded you like everybody else there.
He probably gets about 100 million messages done.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That's why I was like, yeah. So I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, but this is a good thing for founder. The way they target founders is they'll reach out to you pretending it's a partnership, and then they'll get you on Zooms and it's actual people and you're talking and it's a partnership, and then they'll get you to install some EXE to get on a video call, and then they steal everything. Now, luckily, I don't have any wallets on my computer, so they wouldn't steal anything except for some pictures, which is basically just people's profile picture with a green circle around it. That's all they'll get.
Can they enter? Can they go into MetaMask? Can they go into MetaMask with that?
So the way MetaMask work is if you install an EXE on your computer, if Mac is more protected against this, because you have to give approvals to access the file system. So I like Mac a lot more. But the way MetaMask works, it encrypts your seed words and then stores it on your local device. So these EXEs look for your seed word, they get the encrypted file, and then they brute force decrypt it basically, and they get your seed word. It's on your device.
If you share your one last question. If you share your handle, like you share your desktop screen with them, they give them access to your computer. Is what you're
no, not share. It's whenever you have to install something for them to access the file system, or you open a corrupted PDF or something along those lines that infects your system.
That alone will give them access to MetaMask, your MetaMask seed.
If you're on Windows is very, very vulnerable to this stuff. Mac is better for that.
Okay. Thanks.
But don't click anything. It's a general rule.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. I've learned the hard lessons on that shit. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'll do one final shill with Element 280. It's the TitanX easy button. If you're not sure what to get into, you want a little piece of everything, Element 280 is your choice. And I'll be
that's
around.
really awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice. Cheers, dude.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. So I'll pull everybody off bad, and you can roll out with it. All right.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Thank you so
guys.
much. Thanks so much for
Thanks,
having me.
everyone.
Peace.
All right.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah, just me. I'm gonna stay here all night. Right, let me pull up this this marketing video and share my screen. Who played that?
Well, my name is Jay. I recorded this video last week. Link, and basically I'm recording, and I had to redo the video as well. And so it's basically about some marketing that I'm doing that I find is I'm hoping the community will basically this video. I'm just recording again. I'm uploaded on YouTube now, so
Now,